Bam! What's going on, folks? Sorry to pop into you like that, but ooh, excuse me. Let's not have that on the screen. Let's have me blue on the screen. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? I hope you like that that little intro. I know I sorry I closed it out. I didn't mean to do that, but I can put it up right here. Hey, check it out. Where I gotta? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I just put that together real quick. That's gonna be our. That's when you hear that music. That's when you know you got about 40 seconds to a minute till I come on stream. So what we're gonna do. You can see me and my all goodness right there, and then I'll be right here actually on screen. Yeah, ew, Trump. How's everybody doing? Is everybody doing okay? Everybody enjoy their Monday? Yeah, it's Monday. Fuck Mondays. Fuck the Mondays. Hang on one second. There's one thing I definitely forgot to do, but I'll do it later. It's okay. We will be okay. I don't want that dumb asshole on my screen. Anyway, but yeah. So I got a few things for tonight. It's gonna be fun. I think. I totally forgot about Peter, so we might look at a little bit of Peter later. Y'all might get some Peter shots later, and then but Prager-new just put out a video like just today, a few hours ago. So Prager-new and anal. Is that what this is about tonight? Yeah, that's actually what we're gonna start with. I just put this up. Well, that's what we're gonna start with video wise, but yeah. And then we got some quartering countdown. He of course he put out a video right before I came on stream, like an hour or so ago. I mean, we're in different time zones. He has his own schedule, whatever the fuck. But of course, so we might look at that. We'll figure out which video we want to use for quartering countdown, and we'll all play. See how long it takes for me to either dismantle his arguments or just get so frustrated I have to quit. But yeah, and then let's see, what else did I have? What else did I have? What did I give you guys? I feel like yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Peter and an anus. Wow, yes. But Peter can do whatever he wants. He can cue whatever he wants to me. You know what I'm saying? So what was I saying? Oh yeah, okay. So I talked to my artist, and I'm not gonna lie. There's been a shakeup at work not between he and I, but. That's all I'm going to say. There's been a shakeup at work, so it will be done by the end of the week. And I pressured him for it. I was like, hey, it'll be done by the end of the week, right? He's like, yeah. So I got it by the end of the week. We'll have the secretion shirt guaranteed by at least Monday. I will make sure it happens, and it will be available, and I will make sure everyone knows that the secretion shirt will not be delayed anymore. I will be on him every day about it. I mean, I do work with the guys right there. But that all being said, let's go into this. Look away from your screen if you want to. I actually have to look at this, and if you don't know what it is, it's former disgraced president, former one-term, twice impeached, disgraced president Donald J. Trump. That's who it is. We'll ignore that. But over the weekend, Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy, held this whack ass rally. Okay, and basically all it was just it was just a conspiracy theory-a-thon. That's the best way to describe it. And it was all broadcast. I think it was exclusively broadcast on Lindell TV. And if you want to see like my coverage of it, you can go to my channel, subscribe, and then go into the video archives. You can see my coverage of it, because I just hopped on live and then left for a little bit, ran a few errands, and then came back and covered a little bit of Trump's speech. And I was saying that these people stayed out there for like 8 hours. No, I guess it was like a 4-hour event, but I'm sure they were out there for probably close to 6 or 7 hours. And that's what I'm picking up from David Pakman. I think he's the only person that really reported on it so far that I've watched. Wake rally. I want to go. Oh, never mind. No, not this one. You don't want to go to this rally. You would, yeah, Slim, you would be the last person that's welcome at this type of rally. But this was horrible. Who did they have? They had just a list of characters, just a list of ridiculous people, ridiculous conspiracy theorists, and Fox News talking heads. People like they had, let's see, Charlie Kirk, Dinesh D'Souza, who we missed. We missed both of those. I guess Charlie Kirk was on right before Donald Trump came on. But right before I left, we were a young woman was going to speak, and I guess that was Dinesh D'Souza's daughter. And that baffles me, because the guy that was introducing her still screwed it up, even though it was Dinesh D'Souza's daughter. Like, you know who Dinesh D'Souza is. Like, I think he maybe screwed up her first name. I can't remember her first name, but like, but still, you know, you should know who you're introducing. And then they had Diamond and Silk. If anybody actually remembers them, it's the two angry black woman characters that push out a conservative message. That's about their whole shtick, and nothing they said made sense. It was chock full of lies. It was just like basically nonsense. You had man, I can't. I wish I had the list of the folks that were there, but you had, basically, if you wanted a right-wing conspiracy theory, it was there. Oh, I also covered the Bikers for Trump guy, and it was like the guy had basically nothing to say. I don't think anybody there really actually had anything to say, but somehow the crowd stayed for hours and hours, just sitting in the sun. And this was in Wisconsin. It was 88 degrees when I checked the weather in that stream, and that's just like, ew. Like, how can you sit out there? I'm sure they had plenty of, you know, medics and concessions, and there was a lot of older folks out there too. But I don't know. It was a shit show from like the beginning, because I guess they sang the national anthem, and then they were supposed to have a flyover that actually never happened. The flyover never happened. I found this out. The flyover never actually happened. I have no idea why, but they just didn't have all of these planes. It was supposed to be like 5 planes that flew over the event, and they fucked up the timing or the location, or somebody got sick. I don't know what the hell happened. But they tried to do it, or they tried to stall for it with like a second song, and then that just epically failed. So they continued on. And I think the last point I'm going to hit on it, before I actually look into where they're at, because they're just replaying this, and there's no way for me to go back and forth on this stream and like hit these points, because I don't have it, you know, recorded. I don't have the whole thing recorded, but like they're just playing it. So when we start it again, it's just gonna jump ahead. It's gonna jump to wherever it was. But barring, you know, wherever it is at, we'll talk about it a little bit, and I'll talk about their website, because I perused this a little bit, and it is absolutely hilarious. You guys are gonna fucking love it. It's gonna be great. But if you want to see more of my coverage of this actual event, the second part, I'm a little sweaty eating a burger, although I'm trying my best to eat it off, turn off my camera or turn off my microphone. But yeah, if you want to see that, go subscribe, go to my channel, go to the videos. It's in there. You know how to work YouTube if you're here, I'm sure. But yeah, we'll take a look at this, and after this, we'll jump right into Prager-new's new video. It's a short one. I think it's only about 7 minutes, so we won't have to do too much to it. It's still probably gonna melt my fucking spinal fluid out of my asshole. Let's see where we're at. By the way, this happened at Trump spoke at 4 o'clock Eastern time. So I think it was 3 o'clock Central time. So Trump spoke at 3 o'clock Central time. These people were sitting out there for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, like hours and hours before that. And they were bussed in on school buses, not like charter buses with AC, but school buses is what this guy got them. This dude was like, yeah, get them some fucking school buses. The charter buses probably like, fuck no, dude. We don't want to drive down all these backcountry roads with all these, like, through all these podunk towns with all these podunks in our fucking buses. It took me a while to find that word. But so like Trump came on at 4 o'clock and he spoke for about 15 minutes. Absolutely none of it made sense. It was just basically the ramblings, and he tried his hardest to stay on topic, and he just sort of kind of like went on these little tangents. It was kind of like a little kid walking down a trail, in the woods. They're gonna find a new stick or a piece of some fungus or this or that, whatever, a frog is gonna catch their eye. So he started meandering off, and I think there was someone back there like, hey, like, stick to the script, bro. So if we can find that speech, maybe we'll watch it at some point. But it's really not even worth it, because nothing good was said. And now, so this Trump speech ended at about 3:15 Central Time, and Mike Lindell spoke for another about 50 minutes, just about conspiracies and selling his, selling all of these ridiculous movies and shit that he has down here. That's what he spent the next 50 minutes. I'm not even shitting you. It's like 50 minutes. We'll listen to a little bit of it. This is what he was doing for 50 minutes.
An email from Germany Twitter. It says, like, it almost looks like something right out of a mafia movie. This is Twitter from Germany. You have violated 607406 of the Twitter code. Well, Jack, I know you're involved. I get it. Well, then that morning
what
of
up,
the
Chris
5th,
Davis? How you been, man? Where you been
all
at?
of a sudden, Wikipedia, one of the most evil things there is. Wikipedia takes over my thing and gets rid of that, so they put up all this narrative of who I am.
That's about it.
Or who I'm not. The problem is, they can't really write anything I haven't already told you. All right? They have a little problem. What are we going to say bad about Mike Lindell? He was an ex-cracker. Yeah, they already know that. No. Idiot.
They don't have to say anything. They literally just let you open your mouth, and you do all of the work for them. That's it, Mike Lindell. You don't have to do... You are a parody of... You are like a living parody. That's it. That's all you do. That is all you do.
New York Times, even the Daily Beast, who I know, the Daily Business Insider, none of them called me. Zero.
Yo, what up, Realize? It's been a while.
3 weeks went by, and it was crickets. All of you seen it?
I need to pop into more
all of you watched the movie. 150 million
Chris,
people watched Absolute Proof in the first 5.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Lindell. Chris, go to the fucking Discord if you're not already there. If you're not already creeping around. It's pinned up at the top.
None of them answer their phones. This is the bad media. Don't even want to take my calls. You know you're getting canceled when they don't even take your call. You know, I'm going. So then, I actually went to a guy I know at the Daily Beast, a very left-wing crazy outfit, and I said, why don't you go tell Dominion? I'm telling Dominion to sue me, because I knew if they did sue me, I can just show the evidence to the world, because I'm not, you know, I wanted to get it out there.
So why didn't you just show it? Why did you make all these weird-ass documentaries on this cheap-ass website that makes no fucking sense instead of just presenting it? Like, you went on Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel is looking at you like you are fucking nuts, dude. That is the like, stop being a lurker and keep me awake at night. Fucking yeah, keep Real Eyes awake at night. He's always about talking and doing shit. He can get weird. You guys go get weird together. This is the look any rational human would give someone who is being completely irrational. And I mean that, like, I hate to say it, but like crackhead irrational, where they're just like not making any sense, and you're just like, okay, I don't know how you're making these connections in your brain, but nobody else is making these fucking connections. Apparently a lot of people are. I don't know how confused they were, because David Pakman showed a bunch of people leaving while Mike Lindell was talking, and you know, yeah, people are gonna. It was the end. People wanted to get the fuck out of there. They wanted to be with the first one on the bus. It didn't really have the impact I think they were going for, but it's whatever. So let's take a quick look at his website, and then we'll move on to Prager-new. Mike wins. Oh my god. Who is this guy? You fish looking weirdo. Sorry. No offense. All of the offense. Mike's speech in Texas. Not Mike's speech in Texas. Michael, hire a better editor. Michael. Absolute interference. 2021 Health and Freedom Conference. Frank. God. Oh my god, dude. Mike on Eric. This dude looks like he's been up for weeks. Does he not? He straight up looks like he's been fucking... He has not slept in, like, ever. He is only looking at the camera because that's the only thing he can focus on due to his tunnel vision and inability to fucking exist in reality at this point. What's going on, Convince Me Conspiracies? TMC Conspiracies? Whichever one you want. Every time. You driving tonight? You having a good night? Good morning? Good twilight? I don't know, a good hour. You having a good day? You've been having a good 24 hours? How about that? That's a better question. How's your last 24 hours been? Conspiracies. We're gonna watch a little bit of this. I just want to peek. I want to peek a little bit. God, this guy's fucking nuts.
Folks, welcome.
I didn't like that. I didn't like anything.
Welcome back. I have our friend.
OMG every time. Hell yeah. You're driving tonight? Awesome. Alright, yeah. I hope you stay safe, and I hope you everybody watches out for you, and you watch out for everybody else, because everybody's an idiot. Just waiting for my trailer. No poo day, so cheer me up, dude. Aw. I'll do my best to cheer you up. No pressure. I'll do my best. Okay. We'll go through a bunch of stuff, and like I said, Prager-new has a brand new video about healthcare, I guess. So we're gonna watch that fresh. I haven't even. All I've seen is the what you call it, the thumbnail. So we got that going for us, and I'll do my best. I got a little bit of some funny stuff in between if I need to take a break too. So don't you worry. Everybody in the chat, go ahead and give some conspiracy some love while she's sitting at the docks.
And Mike Lindell of MyPillow.com fame, of MyStore.com fame. Here he is. Mike, you look like you're in an airport closet.
I am.
I know. I only know that because you told me. You're listen. You're all over the place. You're doing tremendous things. We're going to talk to you about everything, but what's the most important thing right now?
I'm sorry, but when you're headlining guests, when your headlining guest is a conspiracy theorist crackhead sitting in an airport closet, I think you lost most people around this point, around the 30-second mark, and we got a whole 40 more minutes to go. And you heard that right, 40 more minutes of this video. No, we're not gonna watch this shit. Oh my god, I think that says enough. We'll dip our toe a little bit. We'll
Now, what is happening in your life?
Right now we just finished. There's three things. They're all equally important. The first one is we're coming out with a documentary at noon on Wednesday. It's a 1 hour of a new cyber guy. Actually, he's a scientist, and he was so good in my new show, Absolute Interference, that we made a separate one of him coming out at noon on Wednesday. Everyone, it needs to be seen by millions.
He has not slept in at least like a week. He is on. I'm not gonna say he's on some kind of. I'm not gonna say he's on like illegal drugs, but he has to be on some kind of like stimulant, because you see his eyes are barely open and he's just blinking constantly to get that, millisecond of rest in his face. Oh, this is so bad. I'm not even listening to what he says because there's no point. But yeah. All right. Let's see. An absolute proof. The trailer. Rasmussen. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, guys. First of all, get someone other than an intern to make your website. And you know what? Oh, that's my last point.
I got feedback from there, and with the evidence we have.
No, you don't have any evidence. Uppers, hell yeah. Get him at every truck stop, right? He was. Oh, dude, Slim, I think you just uncovered a conspiracy. He wasn't at an airport bathroom. He was at a truck stop bathroom. That's where he was getting his uppers. That's where you get some uppers. I mean, yeah, he's in a suit, but anybody could buy a suit. He has $100 million. He can buy a fucking suit, of course. But before we get off here, aside from just the boring, absolutely non-eye-catching layout of the website that actually probably helps this stream simply because of there's more going on in what Streamlabs is putting out through the internet than what he's putting out through the internet. But aside from that, if you really want some tips on how not to do camera work and how to how to piss me off, go ahead and watch back on the initial stream, and you'll see the first cameraman, this this chubby dude, this fat bald guy. Basically, he's the guy running the camera right now. I don't know if we can see him, but this is the camera angle that he has. He's the absolute worst camera operator I've ever seen. He sucks. He has no idea what to do. Overexposed, out of focus, couldn't figure it out, and it's basically all because they hired some kind of it was basically like a church production crew that they hired to make this thing happen, to make this thing filmed or put on video, and they did it off of the highway in Wisconsin, talking to a pillow salesman. So that's where the Republican Party is at, folks. And yeah, if you want any tips on camera work, by all means, go ahead and watch that. Go to my channel, subscribe, and watch them videos. Truck Stop Restroom next new comedy show. Hell yeah, fuck yeah. Why not? As long as you got a mic and an amp, why not? Eventually, you'll get an audience, right? It's called 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 for a good time. I'm gonna put that one into Skype one of these days. Hopefully it calls you, and then we can have you live. That'd be sweet. While you're driving down the road, you'd be like, "Oi, I'm in my lorry." I'm sorry. Don't take that as offensive. I'm just trying to joke around. Alright. Fuck you, Mike Lindell. We'll get back to Peter at some point. Oh, man. Oh. Prager-new. So this is a God, I hate typing that in. Welcome, viewers. Oh, why didn't I just go to that thumbnail? Oh, we did a ride along with LAPD. Oh, ooh. Okay, all right. All you need is a cam and a mic, and eventually get an audience. Speaks from experience. Yeah, hey man, look what I got. We got 9 people in here, and I say we because this is a community, right? That's what we're building. We're building a group. Everybody's welcome, unless you start shitting my chat, and then, well, we'll deal with you then. But that hasn't happened yet because everybody's fucking cool as shit in here. Isn't that right? Convince me. Isn't that right? Slim, isn't that right, Rav? Isn't that right, Rachel? Isn't that right, Mango, if you're here? Isn't that right, Realize? Isn't that right, Chris? Isn't that right, shit, who else is there? Keona K, if you're here. Isn't that right, Irish Stew? Isn't that right, Security Monitor Lizard? That is right. That is correct. I can attest to it. He called me out. It's true. The host called me out, so I have to attest to it. What can I say? Alright, so I gotta ask you guys, which one of these do you want me to cover? Because there's the over-medicated America, which we can go over, cool as a cucumber, over-medicated America, and see what this is about. This is the one that I was actually talking about. Or we go over the police ride-along from someone who was an active duty military policeman. So, number 1, over medicated America. Number 2, ride along with LAPD. Alright, and if you we might do this could be probably its own whole fucking video, we might see. So we'll see. 1's in the chat for over-medicated America. 2's in the chat for ride along, and we'll see. I am going to. Nah, I'm not gonna leave. Actually, I am gonna leave because I'm gonna open another window. It's been super chilly today. It's actually been really nice out. In fact, I'm gonna sit here and talk about the weather. The weather was right. Number 2. Want me to take a Prager poop? Number 1. We got a 1. We got a 2. Do we have a 3, 4? A 5, 6, 7, 8. Do. Slim saying 1. Who else? Whomsteditive else is going to add. I'll give it till the 37-minute mark for you guys. In fact, I'm gonna put something funny on while I go to the latrine. Actually, I'll give you a couple minutes so I can go to the latrine because I didn't do that before I went on stream because I'm a fucking redo. God damn it. I mean, excuse me. So let's see. Oh, let's go. We're not gonna go. I'm really this, but we're gonna definitely go to 69. I like the way you think. Nice. 42. It doesn't matter to you. I got you. I got you, conspiracies. I know the way you think. Let's see. I'm gonna put all oh yes.
Onions, no onions.
This took me hours. So you guys vote real quick. I'll be right back probably within about 30 seconds. 666. I'm gonna take that as like a
3. Coming up fast, we're going to show you, you'll learn how to make sexy waffle cuts and even see Snooki in a will always have their second, but I hear a super slicer, even see how easy it is to make something garbage. Now here's the host of our show, Mike Levy.
This is Charles McClellan. He brought us the super slicer. Now everyone's been asking, can we really kill our own selves, right?
Absolutely, Mike. You see the way we did all these children?
Come on, Charles.
Come. We just did the tomatoes, we did the cuke, we did the puke.
This would take you hours.
And that's only the beginning, Mom.
I like the onions. No onions. This is great.
Onions without onions, look.
This would take you hours.
Fuck you.
Okay, we're ready for some super slice.
Now remember the first thing to remember is it's a machine.
No good.
See the dial read? Mm-hmm. That's all. Fuck.
Got it?
But look, Mike. And you see the small teeth? They do the fine dicing and chopping work in your juice.
That's going to take you hours. I can't wait to see that.
But Mike, what I'm going to know in this, you wouldn't buy a car without a handle. You see the way we
This would take you hours.
And Mike, if you want a potato chip, buy the store-bought ones.
They're perfect
every time.
Can you let me inside on the outside?
You know why I did that, Mike? I hate this job.
Oh, I see. So leave it.
You see all of those slices out of one onion?
It's like a restaurant. This would take you hours.
This would take you hours. You know, if you're doing mushrooms.
I can't do this shit anymore. I love that. I love these things because they're so stupid. Stop, you're killing me. Yeah, dude, I'm sitting there. I'm like standing over there trying to fucking use the bathroom. I did turn on my my headphones so I could go. Jesus. Yeah, I love this. I love this video editing, man. I love this thing. This is like the this is the opposite of liminal spaces. Doing mushrooms. Oh man, we're slicing and dicing the mushrooms. As you can tell. We got a few other things in it. We'll be alright. Alright. So let's see. I got a 2, a 1, a 1, 3 for the manatee, 42, and Irish stew is doing mushrooms. Alright, so, ooh, where did that go? Oh, that's right. Control Shift T.
Onions, no.
I can't even look at that shit. Can't even look at it without laughing my ass off. Oh man, no, not more noise puppet. I don't want to go more noise puppet. Damn, I went really far into that. All right, so where are we at? I guess we're gonna do number 1 since there's actually 2 votes for it, and everything else has been a joke vote. So we'll do number 1, which is over medicated America. We need cooking innuendos. I'll cook your endos. Sorry, I couldn't even keep a straight face. I'm still thinking about that stupid ass commercial. Sorry, I'm a child. It's okay. We all grow up someday. All right, so let's start with over-medicated America. I don't know if we'll get through the entire thing because it's 6 minutes long. But maybe that means we'll get into the next one. CMC, you tell me after this if you want to watch the other video, or if you actually want to get into or if you actually want that to go into like rando or whatnot. So you let me know. It's up to convince me after this.
America is sick and getting sicker by the moment. Right. Is it any wonder then that healthcare costs continue to surge out of control, outpacing every other sector of the economy? Starbucks pays more for healthcare than it does for coffee beans.
Hey, we could change that by, making the CEO of Starbucks and the corporation of Starbucks actually pay their fair share in taxes so that, we can have health care. That's the whole point. This whole point is making them pay their fair share so that they're already taking up the burden, so why not take up the burden when they have the entirety of the resources to do so? There we go. 18 seconds in, and we're already fucking off to a bad start, Prager-new. I don't know who this guy is, but he doesn't seem to understand reality.
General Motors pays more for healthcare than it does for steel. 17 cents of every dollar spent in the U.S.
Dude, steel is so cheap. Steel is like one of the cheapest metals ever. Why would you compare it to steel? Like, what the fuck? If you're gonna compare it to something, like, compare it to, I don't know, copper or fucking, I don't know, manganese or something. Something expensive, but not steel. I mean, go outside and look around. Convince me. You don't have to convince me. You're literally surrounded by steel. It's all steel. There's steel everywhere. It's iron. Cheaper than iron? Cheaper than iron? Oh, well, steel is probably far more expensive than iron. If you're going to have, just pure iron, like iron ore, you might get questioned if you just walk up to somebody, hey, man, you want to buy some iron ore? Where the fuck did you get that? Why would I need... Where would I melt that down? I mean, it'd be pretty cool. You could magnetize it, maybe. Steel to steel.
Goes to healthcare.
Steel to steel. That's better than steel to... Or stop the steel.
1/6 of all spending.
Actually makes sense,
48% of all federal spending is related to healthcare. Not surprisingly,
really?
As of 2008...
40... Hold on a second.
Federal spending is related to healthcare.
Related to healthcare. There you go. That's the thing. That's one of those things. Remember when we were watching Will Witness and Amala, who constantly trounces him? I have to give Amala a lot of praise, because she just puts Will Witness in his fucking place every goddamn time, simply by existing. And he hates the fact that she has to be his co-host. So it's I find that hilarious. But this is the same thing when they were talking about why do we have to have drag queens? That's that wedge issue. That wedge issue. Well, you remove the drag queens. Well, why do we have to have it be a transgender person? You remove the well, why do we have to have it be a gay person? And just you break it down until finally it's who they actually want. And this is one of those things, is related. Related. What does that mean? What's your qualify that? You need a qualifier for it. You can't just sit there and say, oh, it's related to healthcare. Well, what's related to healthcare is spending money on cleaning the street related to healthcare because it removes dirt and debris from, potentially being toxic to the water supply or to the air or something like that. What is in that related? what is in that 48%, because there's no way that 48% of our federal spending is healthcare. Okay? If that were the case, we'd be a lot fucking healthier. That's for fucking sure. And I know exactly where they're going with this. It's just a way to vilify universal healthcare. This is exactly where it's going to go. Bet.
Not surprisingly, as of 2018, healthcare became the biggest business in the country.
Yeah,
and the killer,
to you,
literally, is that we're not getting healthier. Why is that?
Thanks to you, fuck
Complex
faces.
question. But we can boil it down to two things. One, we don't pay enough attention to our own health. Strange, our health...
Oh, I get it. Oh, so the onus is on us. It's on the individual. This is literally the exact same tactic corporations used to make sure that you recycle and they don't fucking have to. You stay healthy, but you still pay us, and you make sure we don't have to do our job. There you go. That's the whole transaction. This is such bullshit, dude. Fuck you. Like, yeah, it is my job to stay healthy. But you know what? If I get injured, if someone slams into me, if someone T-bones me while I'm, driving home from the fucking Circle K, why do I have to, like, lose my home and my job and be bankrupt for the rest of my fucking life simply because of that? All I wanted was a goddamn gas station hot dog, and now I'm living on the fucking street. This is what these people want. That's what they want. I told you this was all it was gonna do, was vilify healthcare, or universal healthcare. God damn! Please recycle while producing a shit ton of plastic. Exactly. That plastic is made from petroleum. Petroleum is what? Oil. Gasoline. It's the same exact thing. The same thing you drive on. The same thing you burn in your car is the same thing you drive on. Asphalt is just a lower grade. It's actually the lowest grade of petroleum. Gasoline it's more towards the top because it's higher energy. It's lighter. That's why it floats on water. It's less dense, but it's very energy rich. Asphalt is a good binder, basically. But that all being said, like, yeah, these corporations, like Nestle just steals a shitload of water, and then they're like, yeah, make sure to refill your water bottles. And if you every time you recycle a bottle, Nestle donates 10 cents to build a well in Africa. Meanwhile, those wells are right next to a fucking diamond mine that they own or some shit. None of these motherfuckers care about you. God, this is a horrible video. 53 seconds in. 53 seconds. We got fucking 6 whole minutes to go, bros.
This is our greatest asset, and yet we often abuse it.
Brosettes.
We eat food that doesn't nourish, avoid basic exercise, and ignore sleep. 2, we doctors don't pay enough attention to basic patient needs. The healthcare system rewards...
That's actually good. It's somewhat of a good point. A lot of doctors will tend to like push medication rather than not homeopathic, but like physical therapy or something like that. They'll do pain therapy rather than physical therapy, or pain management rather than physical therapy. And I've seen a lot of that. A ton of that comes from the military too, because they will experiment with drugs, or they'll pump drugs through the VA or whatever hospital it is, and it's just like, yeah, it's free, it's all for you to use, and you can use it, and you give them the report back, and they're like, oh yeah, this medication probably doesn't work. But like, they'd rather just give you a ton of pills than put you on physical therapy, because physical therapy costs a shitload of money. And that's not what these insurance companies are willing to do, because they have to pay all their middlemen. They have to pay all of these fucking, they have to make sure they get paid. So they won't do a goddamn thing for you. I'm listening but setting off now, so no more typing. Okay, take care and drive safe, and watch out for everybody else, because, you're the good driver. It's everybody else that's the idiot, right? So, all right. Let's see how they fuck this one up.
It's us for doing things to people, not for people. The result, a very expensive system to treat the most obese, medicated, comorbid population in the world. Let's look at these problems.
So let's change that through Medicare for All.
A little more closely. Obesity. According to data from the National Health and Nutrition Survey, 2 in 3 adults were considered to be overweight or obese. That was in 2014. This is a serious problem in and of itself. According to a CDC study of the COVID pandemic, 78% of hospitalizations were among those overweight or obese.
Gotta downplay that pandemic. Gotta downplay it. No. It wasn't COVID. It was because they were overweight. That's what it was. No, it wasn't because of the deadly virus that killed 600,000 Americans that you don't fucking give a shit about. That's why you're on Prager-new. Because Prager-new does not give one fucking iota of a shit about any American at all. They don't give a fuck about America. Fuck these people. Like, that's why this asshole is on here downplaying the COVID pandemic and saying, oh, it's mainly because people were hospitalized mainly because they were obese. Well, who the fuck voted for unfettered capitalism and unregulated business, and to make sure that people didn't know how dangerous all of these fast foods were if you eat them on a regular basis, if you have them as your primary source of nutrients. Really, one of the biggest shifts happened was Morgan Spurlock with Super Size Me. I remember going to the theater to watch that movie, and I remember that specifically. And I know there's a lot of controversy around Morgan Spurlock. Fine, type it in the chat. That's fine. But like, watching that, I was like, wow, I really don't want to do that. And I understand, I understand that. And that takes a cultural shift that just has not really truly happened. Because there's a lot of older obese motherfuckers, and there's also a lot of young obese people throughout the country. But the focus is shifting a lot towards fitness, because you can do your fitness anywhere, but you can also be a gigantic fat piece of shit. It happens. Is this true? Probably, but that doesn't take away from the fact that COVID still killed 600,000 Americans, and these people they give no fucks about it. They're blaming you if you died from COVID. So if you're watching this and you died from COVID, congratulations. Prager-new is blaming you for your own death. That's what happened. That's what happened. Sorry. It's unfortunate. If you're dead, type in the chat.
Over-medicated.
One's in the chat for
10 years ago, we doctors prescribed 2.4 billion drugs. Last year, it was nearly 5 billion. Did disease really double in the last 10 years? No.
What?
It's just easier to push pills than to push real solutions. Comorbidity.
I totally said that before.
Let's take type 2 diabetes as our example. It's been rising at an alarming rate, especially among young people. According to the CDC,
that's kind of because of you guys, because you want people to go out and eat on the economy all the fucking time. You want sugar and food and cheap food. Check it out. next time you guys go to the grocery store, try this. Go to the salsa section, wherever it may be. Maybe it's the Hispanic or the Mexican or whatever section that might be. Go and get whatever like brand name there is. Something kind of like pricey. All right. I understand if you can't do this because it's gonna be pricey. Like everybody's watching $1. But anyway, so get that, and then get the get like the store brand, the name brand one. All right, and get those, and don't just look at the labels. All right, don't just look back at the labels. Actually, like get them, like take them home and taste the difference. Actually, taste the difference, because the store brand, the one that's like super cheap, is going to have around the same amount of calories, around the same amount of like fats and stuff, but it's mostly going to come from sugar, and you're going to be able to taste the sweetness between the two. The store brand is definitely going to be super sweet, and this may mostly apply in the United States because it's the United States and you guys, everybody else around the world actually has like those things, good business practices usually. But like try that, and you'll see that because all they're doing, they're replacing the calories lost from the flavor and the actual substance with sugar. So it tastes good to someone who might, have a lot of like a sugar heavy diet or something like that. So try that. And that's part of the reason why, like, the cheaper things have more sugar, so that leads to people buying those, like lower income folks buying those items in order to get the calories that they need, and that makes them essentially obese because it's empty calories. And when you have sedentary jobs that aren't, coal mining or anything like that, they're sitting in an office, of course you're going to be obese. Other countries have a sugar tax. Yes, other countries do have a sugar tax. Lager sugar is added to canned vegetables. Carrots taste sweeter than oranges. Really? I'll have to try that. I might try that on stream, because I actually, it's weird, Irish stew. I actually really like canned fruit, just because it's just so, it's such a nice dessert. Like canned peaches. Rav had peaches with his fucking breakfast or whatever. Nice touch, dude. I'm gonna have to try that soon. I'm gonna get me some canned peaches because I love them. But hell yeah, Slim. Everybody, while you're hitting that like button, thanks to Slim, go ahead and subscribe to his channel too. He does streams all the time, and he's always playing games, and he loves having people in there. He's really good at Red Dead, except when he gets on the train and like it sucks and dies. But that's another story, and you can catch that in some of his streams if you go and watch them back. Good entertainment. But anyway, let's move on a little bit. Hey, that's my old area code.
New cases are increasing at a rate of 4.8% per year. This disease can lead to harmful and expensive complications like heart attacks, kidney dialysis, and even amputations.
Is he talking about obesity?
Two groups are unhappy with how we treat these conditions: patients and doctors. Surveys show rising levels of patient.
The best way to do that, universal health care. You got to take out the middleman. That's the whole thing. Here's the problem. Here's the problem, bud. Who hates that?
Patients and doctors.
This is your problem. This ampersand, that's the problem. That's the problem. You guys love this thing. You love that line. That's why it's there. You love that ampersand. That's why it's there. That's why it's in your video. You love this thing. This is all you're about, because it gets you more money. if we get rid of the ampersand, if we get rid of the middleman, which is all these shitty fucking health insurance companies, if we get rid of that goddamn and all the time, and you have to pay this person, and you have to pay this person, and you have to pay this person, well, fuck me, how many people do I have to pay? All of them. That's why you're bankrupt, because you broke your goddamn leg. Are you fucking kidding me? This is the whole problem with the situation. This entire picture they're putting up is the problem with the situation, and they refuse to actually acknowledge it. They don't want this. They don't want the solution. They just want to bitch about the fucking problem and then offer up a milquetoast. Let me guess. It's the left that spoiled the milk.
Doctors.
Give me a goddamn break.
Surveys show rising levels of patient dissatisfaction with the medical care they're receiving, while others...
Oh, man. Hey, check mental health. Try that one in the United States. Guaranteed to be lower than whatever the fuck this is.
Surveys reveal rising rates of
that's just
physician
the general.
burnout. So what does the future look like? More sickness? More procedures? And more pills at an ever-increasing cost? Well, if we keep doing the same things that we've been doing that haven't worked for the last 25 years, the answer is yes. But that's the very definition of insanity. We need to take a fresh approach. It will require the combined efforts of two groups, patients and doctors. The best way not to become a patient is to be healthy. Healthy people rarely need pills or expensive surgery. Over 75% of healthcare costs go to chronic diseases. As a doctor...
Okay. Go be healthy. Walk around. It's not hard. It's not hard to replace your soda with water. Soda will eat your bones, by the way. It will deteriorate your bones. It is way cheaper to cook your own food. Might taste like shit and take a while longer, but it's well worth the value. Yes, and that's why I wanted to start the Reptile Rustle up, because it's way cheaper to cook your own food, and you can cook it the way you want, cook it better. You know, I unfortunately have to get the lighting, and when I talk about that shake up at work, I can't get the lighting right now. So like, that's one of the things I want to do, because I made garlic ginger chicken, or garlic ginger beef, and chicken on the grill the other day. That not at the same time, but anyway, I made all that with some spaghetti, and I got some veggie spaghetti, and yes, it's way too expensive. Only buy it if you really want to. $2.99 or $1.99 a pound. For the Brits on that one, yeah, you figure that one out. But like, it's really not hard to learn how to cook for yourself either. And one of the best things that you can do is not only learn how to cook for yourself, because I always say every adult should be able to cook at least 10 meals. And I'm not talking about, pheasant with saffron and, a lemon curd crust. I'm talking about 10 meals that can make you happy, and you can actually expand out in portion if you have people over. That's like pastas, seriously, a couple of breakfast meals, couple of lunch meals, couple of dinner meals, and a couple of snacks, and that'll be it. And that's all you really need to know how to cook, and you'll be a much happier crab. Do the happy crab. Ouchie. That was weird. Cheap lighting is 100-watt tungsten lamps. Lamps. Give me lamp. Pasta here is half that price. The stuff that I bought was like special pasta. It wasn't the regular stuff. I mean, I could get it for 88 cents American if I wanted to, but this was actual like vegetable pasta. It was made with real vegetables, so It was on the other side of the aisle. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, yeah, it is important to not only be able to cook for yourself, but it's important to take care of yourself. And when the weather is nice, just go outside, and you don't have to go far. Just go outside and enjoy the sun and like look at the birds or something. If you live in the city, go walk around, go find a park. Seriously, you have access to the entire internet. You could probably find another person that's like at the park playing, you know, hentai magic, and be like, hey, I want to play this too, and you go fucking meet up with them. You know, be careful, because it could be some greasy fucking neckbeard, or it could be some super hot chick. You never know. A man can dream. Incandescent is cheap. I am not getting any incandescent bulbs. I'm sorry. The reason for that is because I have a Sony, and I'm not gonna have any strobing, because I've had strobing. I hate it. I fucking hate it. I have LEDs. I'm getting the goddamn LEDs, and they're super cheap, because I found some that were only like $25. The problem is I just need directional light. Not enough. I have enough light. I just need directional light, which I don't have. So I'll get those at some point, but we'll see. Let's continue on. Let's see. Let's make it through the rest of this.
Doctor, I can tell you the hard part about chronic disease is not telling people what to do. It's helping them do it. That takes time. It's almost impossible to do in quick 10-minute office visits where doctors have to bill for everything they do. Again, the treatment of type 2 diabetes is an excellent example. It's a chronic disease for which people either take a medication or...
So why do they have to pay that? Why do they have to be billed for everything that they do? Because there's that middleman. There's someone who has to file the paperwork for, you know, checking their feet. Okay, well, there's someone who has to file the paperwork for them sending them to the podiatrist then. And then there's someone who has to check the paperwork for sending them to the back doctor or the proctologist or whoever may come about. And paying all of those people who have to process that paperwork is the reason why everything is so fucking expensive. That's why you have to cut that shit out, and they're just dancing around it. They're just like, well, how do we get rid of it? They're just trying to put the burden on you, and then the burden on the fucking doctors to like do better. It's like, no. The problem isn't the patients and the doctors; it's the system in which they function. If the system doesn't function and they're in it, then well, that's why we're in the mess that we're in. So what the fuck is their point? What is your point, guys? What's your point?
Insulin injections. Yet most people with type 2 diabetes can come off their insulin simply by changing what they eat. When a disease can be cured by a lifestyle change, medication should be...
Oh yeah, it's just really easy to change your lifestyle. Oh yeah, hey, you have diabetes. You're gonna have to eat differently. All right, well, give me a list of foods that I can eat. Oh, well, I literally cannot afford this. Well, can you get the insulin injections? Well, my insurance covers most of it. If I still have my job, which I need the insulin injections to do, so I guess I'll just do that. It's kind of more how it works. Not everybody that has type 2 diabetes, and you're a doctor, you should know this, is on my 600-pound life, dude. Get the fuck out of here. This is the welfare queen thing all over again. It's just rebranded. Oh, we're pulling the mask off of that one. Ooh, pull the bubble wrap off. Pop, 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 pop. Dude, I found it. I got it. You're not... Private Pile, you're not hiding the fucking donut from me, dude. Come on, man. Come on. I knew what was in the box. And you just gave it to me, dude. Get the fuck out of here. You're a goddamn doctor. And I'm just some shithead on the internet. And you know what? I picked you apart in just a couple seconds. I figured it out. I see what you're packing.
Be the last resort, not the first.
And it ain't much, dude.
This requires
Seriously.
a partnership between doctor
Seriously.
and patient. Both have to make a commitment to get to the underlying cause of disease rather than simply treat symptoms.
True.
Fortunately,
Absolutely.
there's a new wave of healthcare professionals who want to make this approach a reality. We're treating diabetes with cooking classes, not just insulin.
What?
We're treating more back pain with ice and stretching and physical therapy than just surgery alone. We're
good.
treating high blood pressure with healthy foods, yoga classes, stress management, and better sleep instead of just putting people on pills.
Okay.
I
agree.
go into all of this in much more detail in my book,
this is
The
an
Price We
ad.
Pay,
I get it.
What Broke American Healthcare and How to Fix It.
I gotcha.
America has the finest healthcare system in the world. The
No.
most skilled
Are you fucking kidding me? No, absolutely not. Nope. Okay, America, the United States of America has some of the best, like, healthcare professionals in the world. We have some of the best hospitals in the entire world. We have some of the best healthcare technology in the entire world. Okay? We are one of the fucking leaders there. But you know what we're not a leader in? Our healthcare system. Our healthcare system is 100% dog shit. It fucking sucks. You want me to show you my insurance card? Literally, if I go out into the woods and I just happen to like slip on a rock and break my leg, it will cost me $250 less to drag my ass out of there and drive myself to the hospital than it would to fucking call a goddamn ambulance. And you know what the worst part about that is? There's a bunch of people watching right now that are like, you have to fucking pay for that? Like, dude, every time I buy a beer, it comes out of it that's where it goes. Every time I get my paycheck, I know I'm getting healthcare. Every time, I buy a baguette or a fucking Guinness or wherever you may be, it's like it's just taken care of. And you might even buy, you might goddamn live in the middle of nowhere and just happen to get this signal somewhere. And you know what? You probably have a better healthcare system than the United States of America, because ours is the absolute fucking worst, both statistically, anecdotally, and in reality. That's about it. There's no other thing you can say other than our healthcare system sucks shit. Absolutely it does. We do have the best technology. We do have the best healthcare professionals. I said earlier, some of the best professionals, technology, response systems. We have some of the best first responders and things like that. But you know what? The fact that you have to pay for it is the problem, because it's more terrifying to me driving to work and potentially getting into a fucking accident that puts me out of work than it is to go to the border and just like walk back and forth until I find some coyotes. And by coyotes I mean the people coyotes, not the animal. Like, that's what terrifies me. It's ridiculous that these people are fucking defending it. And it's so weak. It's so weak. Oh my god, I just picked this apart. I cooked some beef cubes yesterday that I could pull apart they would be way more difficult to pull apart than these. Honestly, the potatoes I could smash in my fingers that I cooked with, I could smash those in my fingers. They would be far firmer than any argument these motherfuckers could actually make.
The most advanced diagnostic and surgical techniques. It's there if you need it. The trick is to reduce the odds that you will need it.
No. 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 Okay? Getting into a car accident and having to pay $100,000 for a broken femur that is somebody else's fucking fault is the problem. That's the problem. Stop putting the onus on us. We're already overworked. We're already fucking tired. We're already pissed off. We're already fucking scared of a million different goddamn things. We're stressed to our goddamn limit. And now you're like, we'll just eat an apple then. How the fuck am I supposed to get apples? Where the fuck am I supposed to get I can't even think about apples right now because I'm thinking about, whether or not there's going to be enough resources coming in to make sure I have enough materials to cut for my job. And you're telling me, we'll just eat some more apples. Get the fuck out of here, you stupid rich son of a bitch. Fuck off. Ew.
That's not your doctor's responsibility. That's not the government's responsibility. That's yours. We can have great health care, be healthy, and save billions.
We don't have great health care. We're not healthy. And we don't save billions of dollars. But here's the thing. We can have great health care if we go for universal health care or Medicare for all in the United States of America. We can be healthy if you stupid, dumb motherfuckers would actually listen to any science at all. These are the same people that absolutely just shed on and vilified Michelle Obama for having the healthy school lunch schedule or the healthy school lunch program or something like that. Whatever she did, they shat all over her. How dare you tell these kids what to eat? Oh no, well, she was trying to make them healthier, and now you want them to be healthy, but they don't even have the options when they go to school for what is probably the only meal they're gonna eat that fucking day, simply because their parents are bankrupt because they ran into a fucking they accidentally got a fucking flat tire and went into a pole. Now they have broken legs or some shit and can't work. These are realities in the United States of America. And they're just like, oh yeah, be healthy. Yeah, it's so easy to do all of these fucking things. And aside from saving billions of dollars, it's easy to have great healthcare, and it's easy to be healthy when you actually have the fucking padding behind you to do so. If you can always look forward and you're not wondering what kind of, spiky mattress is behind you, then you have a much easier fucking life. It's too goddamn simple. Too simple. And if you're always looking back, wondering, what is behind me? What is behind me? What is going to be behind me? Instead of knowing that you're going to fall onto a mattress, you're not going to be healthy. You're not going to get great health care. And you're not going to save a fucking goddamn dime through any of it. We can have all of these things, and we can save billions. We can save trillions of dollars through every study, even Koch brother funded studies. We could save trillions of dollars over a decade. And these assholes don't want to do it. They have the weakest arguments. I took them down. I'm just some dumb asshole on the fucking internet that's just pissed off once in a while. And I took them down, in a more coherent way than they actually fucking presented them. How's that? How's that, Prager-new? Suck every ounce of shit out of my ass. And you know what? I've kind of been fucking frisky for the toilet all day.
Billions of dollars. They're not mutually exclusive. It will take two groups to get it done, patients and doctors. I'm Dr. Marty McCary, professor of surgery and health.
Oh yeah, do you put the burden on all of your patients too? So when a patient comes into you, oh no, that's right. That's right. He doesn't have to deal with normies. He doesn't have to deal with normal folks. He's a celebrity doctor. I got you. He deals with like celebrity patients. People who have real problems, like a callus on their foot, or that blemish that's on their neck that has to be buffed out before they go hit the country club. That's who this motherfucker is. Eat shit, dude. I'm not even gonna look into your background because you know what? I really, really just don't care. I don't give a fuck. And I want somebody to be like, he came from. I don't care where he came from. I care where he is now. Eat shit. Fuckface. Golly. Lizard rants. Hold on. Control-Shift-D. So, we're not watching that again. Thigh costs more than some people earn in a day. I guarantee you, his tie costs more than some people earn in a fucking week in the United States of America. What a shithead. Alright. Alrighty. What do you guys want to say? Do you guys want to go on to, do you want to go into this thing here, this the ride along, or do you want to go into Peter, or do you want to go into the quartering? Peter's there. The quartering, we can always look up the quartering, and I've also noticed that a lot of right wingers are like simping for Bill Maher because he just like said the right thing, I guess. Whenever we watch that too. But let me know. Alright, do you guys want to do the ride along video, or do you want to go into quartering countdown, or check out Peter's political perspective? So 1 for Prager, 2 for quartering, 3 for Peter's political perspective. And I'm gonna put something on while I get some Windex for the whiteboard and the whiteboard, because they're a little dirty. I gotta clean them up. So they're like, yeah, it's super dirty. It's not even cleaned off. So I will be right back. Let me put something funny on. You guys cast your votes. 1 for ride along, 2 for, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. 2 whatever. Okay. Let me find something funny for you guys.
Concerned that selling this new crap could hurt my health.
Intestines have actually increased.
Alright, you heard it here first. Ooh, oh, they got rats in here. I like rats.
Yes, Mom, I got it.
Alright, that's a little creepy. Alright, so VHS fine, okay. There we go. Those dark restaurants.
Dark restaurants. Since we lead our industry in serving turds in our restaurants, we have a big call. We have diseases. As managers, a big part of your job is to manage your restaurant, to make sure you're managing your restaurant, and to make sure each of your employees is employed in your restaurant. The purpose of this program ma'am, is to help you become a certified fish copter in your state. We'll come in this video, but you'll still need to study the semen. Since this program is designed for your mind, you do not have to see it. Keep in mind, food will nourish your semen. There are three basic ways food becomes contaminated: biological, chemical, and physiological.
Let's start with biological contamination.
Biological contamination causes more than 90% of garden restaurants. Unfortunately, it happens. You cannot eliminate bacteria in food. However, you can control the humans in your restaurant. Heat kills humans. The higher the temperature, the quicker they are killed. The lower the temperature, the longer it takes. Freezing does not kill all humans, therefore, you.
Did you sign all of these forms?
I want to study English literature. I would like to be English someday.
English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
Yes, I speak Italian fluently.
Very good. You'll have to
speak English, motherfucker!
Thank you for your help.
Yeah, I mean, I know. Alright, it's a little bit longer to clean off than I thought. Okay. Alright, so nobody voted. It's unfortunate. So what do you guys want to do? I think I want to hold off on the Prager-new ride along. I want to do that maybe as its own thing, because we went into a little Prager-new'd out. So let's dip into. Actually, you know what? I got an idea. The quartering. Ugh. Sorry. Ezekiel 25:17. What is that? I never read the Bible. Not the whole way through, I don't think. Yeah, of course. Idiot. But that, he's live. I don't want to watch that at all. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna. Now you're making me look that up. Oopsie. 25:17:17. Let's see. Goddamn. Path of the righteous man is best on all sides, is beset on all sides. But wait, let me read it and then speak it. Oh man, that's a big one. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides by the iniquities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who, in the name of charity and God will, shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness, for he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children, and will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. You will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee. That didn't go over very well, but it was fucking sweet.
What does Marcellus Wallace look like?
I can't play that on stream. I'm sorry. I don't want to get struck down. I'm just playing it safe. But yes. Let me read it a couple times and then see if I can speak it. So I'll save this. I'll save this over here so you can see me all lit up. In the meantime, so let's check this out. All right. I want you guys to vote in the chat, and this is going to be the next one up. We're going to check out Peter, and then we're going to, but in the meantime, you guys, I need you guys to vote. So, I need a 1, 2, or a 3. Number 1 is going to be Bill Maher. Ooh, excuse me. Bill Maher demolishes, basically Jeremy simping for Bill Maher. Number 2, oh, excuse me. Number 2 is going to be, refusing to bend the knee. Five Nights at Freddy's creator, something. And number 3 for, quartering countdown is going to be, I guess, Disney director triggered. If there's a better one in here that you guys think you would like more, by all means, take a quick gander and let me know. But we have 1 for Bill Maher, 2 for refusing to bend the knee, and 3 for Disney. So cast your votes now while we check in on Peter and how unwell he actually truly is right now. All right. Let's be very
from Ohio.
Ooh, let's be very glad that Biden won. Ooh, I feel like I watched this a little bit. Let's
They're trying to attack me because they can't attack Q, because Q is the truth.
Our brightest days.
I remember. Yeah, I've only actually seen Pulp Fiction like once. Number 2. All right.
Just ahead.
When we get out here into the future here, the glorious, amazing place we're going to be. It's going to be the greatest uniting of a country ever. And we're going to look back and say...
And what has happened politically.
God fucking damn it, Peter. Peter. Sorry about that, everybody. Peter. Holy fucking shit.
They're trying to attack me because...
So now what is he?
What the hell happened? What the fuck happened here? Okay? This makes absolutely no sense. Watch this. YouTube. Boom.
Politically.
Hush. And well, we don't want to do that. There we go. So watch this. Boom. Boom. Peter. My man. We went over production the last time. Okay? It seems like you tried this time to like get rid of the dead space, but you didn't understand what I was truly talking about. So you went back to what you were doing. Now the lighting is okay. I actually really like this lighting, not the shadow back here because it's really distracting and all that fucking dead space that you have. But I don't understand this artistic shift. What's going on? What is going on back here that you have to hide? Did you zoom yourself in on the camera? I can't tell if it's the camera or the... What is that? Oh, fucking step in a goddamn cracker. Don't leave crackers on your floor. You get ants. Why would you leave this? What, like, what, where did you decide... Where did you decide to, like, fuck yourself and then, like, re-fuck yourself? How do I do this? I don't even know how to explain this. Because, Peter, here on the left, over here, yeah, you have the subscribe and the God wins, but it's all out of focus. In fact, you yourself are kind of out of focus, so it makes me feel like you just zoomed in with your camera, okay? And it doesn't take away all of the dead space to your left. All of the dead space to your left is still there. And if you look over here on the right, in the video that was posted 5 days later, you're back to the same thing. You have all of the dead space on your left with the shadow. And yeah, everything's in focus, but we're back to square one. Peter, get your shit together. who told you to do this? Whoever told you to do this, I'm glad you fired them and went back to fucking square one, because now we actually have somewhere to talk about again. Maybe. I don't know, dude. But this is getting fucking weird. Why would you do this? Who is operating your camera? Is it you? Don't do it like rip the bong after you get on camera. You'll be alright. What's going on, Chris Durham Music Channel? Everybody check out Chris Durham. He provides music for the channel, and he's got some great shit. It's actually super chill. Alright. Oh my god. Dude, everything is bad about this. All of this, your subscribe thing is out of focus. Because it's all zoomed in. And what camera are you using? I mean, I know he's not using like a webcam. He's actually using like a real camera, I believe. Yeah, he's got to be. He's got to be using like a DSLR or a mirrorless or something to actually film himself. Because otherwise you wouldn't have this, this depth of field with that. Because this thing does not have that depth of field. It focuses. It's in one fucking place, Oh god, Peter, dude, my man, Peter, you're killing me here. I don't even know where to start. Oh wait, that's why we're a minute and 12 seconds in. Oh man. All right, let's see what he's got. Can't be worse than what I just fucking saw.
Welcome back, Patriots. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about world politics. What's happening politically and what...
Isn't that literally all you talk about?
...has happened politically. Over hundreds and even thousands of years, that has got us to where we are today. I'm talking about how some very evil people have been trying to conquer the world and put into place a new world order, and get into all that and how close they are to conquering the world on this episode. My name is Peter Hanna, and this is Peter Sky High Politics. Please click on the subscription button on the bottom right corner of the screen so you
Dude. Seriously. Put like a thing here. An annotation. You have that whole intro and everything. Put like a thing right here. Just be like, hey, click the subscribe button. Have something, have a little thing pop up. You can do that. I'm pretty sure you can do that on YouTube. Right here to subscribe. Be like, hey, go down and subscribe, and have it like pop up here. Be like, hey, don't forget when you go and subscribe, or when you or better yet, hey, make sure make sure to leave a comment, and while you're down there, hit the subscribe button. It's right next to the comment section, and make sure you're on top of all of the news that I have coming out. Like, I don't know, maybe that's a little bit better. I hate to shit on his extemporaneous speaking like that, but you know what? That's a little bit better, I think. And again, it's all out of focus in the back. He's definitely got... This definitely isn't a...
You guys can stay up to date on what's really going on, and I can give you information from a higher perspective, so that no matter what's happening on the ground level and the matrix, as I call it, you'll know we're doing okay, we're winning, it's all going to be amazing. Now, in the last episode, I talked about the 10,000 foot view, and to be more specific, I have categorized different topics from what I believe is the foot view, I guess you could say, from which I would place them. For example, U.S. politics is the 10,000 foot view, which I explained in the last episode. This episode is going to be the 20,000 foot view, which is world politics. What's next after that? The 30,000 foot view, which is going to be exopolitics. At the 40,000 foot view, you have the Q operation strategy. At the 50,000 foot view, you have the Great Awakening, and at the 60,000 foot view, you have the Grand Experiment, which is extremely exciting. And
So, at what point do you just lose oxygen to your brain and accept, I guess, the 70,000, because it's the Great Ascension event, at which point you would just die and go, oh my god, this is getting...
Every episode, I'm going to go 10,000 feet higher so I can show you an even broader perspective. And the whole point
Peter,
of doing this is because
Peter, we are watching a man deteriorate, like, in front of our eyes. This is getting pretty bad. Not only that, but I know this graphics is going to go away. It's very misplaced. It should be, like, this corner should be probably, like, right there. Okay? Because it's cutting off part of his shoulder, and it distracts from the fact that, like, his face. So I have to switch between his face, well, because he's the one talking and reading this. It's really distracting. So Peter, fix that. Also, all of the everything else that I've told you, and we'll keep.
I think
moving.
Trump has it in the bag at this point, and we don't really have to worry so much about what's going to happen politically. Trump's still on.
I mean, I feel bad because, like, I offered to help Wolfpack Sanders. I was like, hey, do you want me to help out your setup on stream or not? I don't think I don't think you. I'm not gonna do this to you, man. I'm not gonna do this. I'm actually gonna critique your real stream in real time or something like that.
Plan A, things are still going well. He'll be coming back. So now that that's kind of clear, as
awesome.
I pointed out in my previous episodes, I'm going to be focusing on Peter Sky High Politics, which is going to give you guys information that's going to warm you up to what's going to happen when Trump comes back. I'm talking about alien disclosure, defeating the cabal, ending their, shot at creating a new world order. So let me dive right into it.
Please do.
And this is a very general, simplified explanation of what's going on. I'm not an expert on it, but I'm not an expert on really any of these foot views, but I do have enough information to give you an accurate description of what's going on at these different levels. So
I'll tell you, if you added up everything that's going on at all of these different levels, all right, you added them all up, all right, and then you multiplied them by what's going on at the fake matrix level, that's how much shit would actually be going on in reality that Peter thinks is going on. Because none of this actually fucking exists. God damn it. This dude has almost 2,000 subscribers, and all I want to do is go out and film some ants on live stream. God damn it.
The 20,000 foot
Hit that
view.
Like button. Get some more people in here so we can get some subs.
Real world politics. So what's happening and what has happened politically over thousands of years? Well, you have people who become very powerful and then they want to conquer the world. We see it all throughout U.S. history. These people get rich, powerful. They try to conquer everything, right? But no one's ever been very successful. But these people have started grouping together into different organizations, call them the Cabal, the Illuminati, which appears to be the most powerful.
Yep.
Which we're destroying right now. And their version of conquering the world is...
You're destroying them right now? Wait, the most powerful organization in the entire world that controls everything, you're destroying them right now? But how?
Creating a new world order where there are only about 500 million humans that are slaves and controlled and microchipped, and they create everything that the Cabal wants, and basically the Cabal rules the world. That is their master plan, and they got very close to achieving that. Now, for many...
How? What is the... If he's talking about COVID, then, like, the death toll was, what, like 3 million worldwide? Something like that? It wasn't a huge amount, because we actually knew what the fuck to do, for the most part. But that compared to almost 8 billion? No, that was not even close.
In many years, thousands of years, they did kind of control a lot of Earth, but he never really conquered Earth. And part of that reason is the creation of the United States, which...
All right, well, while I try to figure out this confusion, you guys still need to vote. We got, I a 2 and a 3. So number 1 for quartering countdown is Bill Maher, or Jeremy simping for Bill Maher. Number 2 is Disney, or refusing to bend the knee, and number 3 is Disney triggered, director triggered. So take your votes, or cast your votes now, because God, I don't think I can handle much more of this.
Has been a stronghold defending the whole world from this evil cabal. So ever since United States has been created, United States has been the most attacked country in the world. And I'm not talking about just with wars. I'm talking about chemically, buying through bioengineered weapons, politically, financially. They're attacking the United States in every single way because the cabal, the Illuminati, the people who are in power, who are puppeteering the banking system, they want to take down the United States. If we take down the United States, as Trump said, the world goes down. The United States is the policeman of the world. So
that's literally something we need to end immediately. And by immediately, I mean by like over a period of, say, 20 years, we need to demilitarize or depolicify the United States military as the world police. I can understand the Bosnia-Herzegovina mindset of if 2 countries are at war or about to go to war, then we should just step in between and be like, if anybody shoots anybody, both of you are getting fucked up. Or like whoever shot first or whoever's doing the shooting is going to get fucked up by the United States military, because we have the largest military in the entire world. I mean, in the entire history of the world. Get this shit. So the largest Air Force in the entire world, United States Air Force. Second largest Air Force in the world, United States Navy. Third largest Air Force in the world, United States Army. I don't know about that last one. You can fact check me on that. But the first 2 are correct. Trust me, we can handle it. Problem is, we're not handling anything properly at all in any capacity, because we're all just a bunch of hairless apes running around trying to get a bunch of resources for ourselves and, live a happy life to some fucking point. Which is why I have you guys here. You guys make me happy. Thank you.
Original plan was for Hillary Clinton to win, and I know this is going to be very, very shocking, but the original plan was for Hillary Clinton to win, and then there was going to be, disease everywhere, and then there had to be vaccines that would come out, but they would come out much later. So Hillary Clinton was going to be president. It was going to take many years for a vaccine, and then during that time, middle class would be destroyed, and then vaccine would get FDA approval, and then it would become mandatory for everyone on Earth to get these vaccines. Now, that's kind of where I'm kind of going to stop using the vaccine word, and basically, the cabal was going to use this different strategy here to depopulate the Earth by over...
Where do I begin? Should I just let them continue, I guess?
7 billion people. You heard me right. They were, under Hillary Clinton, they were going to use different devices, the V, to depopulate the Earth by 7 billion people. And then obviously there's some people who don't want to take vaccines, so what do? Their plan was going to use mobs, BLM, Antifa, to target even people like me, conservatives who are outspoken, who speak out, and they were going to send these people to do hit jobs, to kill people like me, to kill all these conservatives that wouldn't take the vaccine, that wasn't standing for the corruption, that were speaking truth. They were going to take out all these people to make sure that anyone who criticized Hillary or did anything bad would be executed, and by these hit jobs, by these thugs, these gangsters going through our country. So they were basically going to kill billions of people. That was the original.
What the fuck is this motherfucker on about? Seriously, I'm barely following. Okay, I know it's at 1.25 because at regular speed is actually kind of really slow. So I'll
plan, and this plan would have been completed by sometime like 2028.
Okay, yeah, that's way too slow. But, like, there's still so much to unpack, regardless of how... Okay, so Hillary Clinton was supposed to be the president, but that failed, so Donald Trump became the president. And they... Like, since Donald Trump became the president, all of their plans still went into action. They went off as, you know, with their proper timing, but they failed because Donald Trump was the one who was in office. That doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't you, if you were the secret cabal and the person you want in office isn't in office because of somehow, question mark, why would you just go ahead with all of your plans expecting them to work? Why wouldn't you just wait more? It's a secret cabal that's been around for thousands of years. I'm pretty sure they can sit on their hands for a couple fucking more, Peter. None of this makes any sense. This is like... You guys want to... imagine, like, knocking out a frozen can of worms and then trying to separate them with tweezers while getting yelled at. God forbid you break one. Like, that's exactly what this is. None of this makes sense. This is all... It's all stuck together bullshit. What is in here? What the fuck are you talking about, Peter? I went and shat on your production, but... Fuck. I should have just let you talk. God damn, you damn near made my
we would have,
stream.
if everything went according to the cabal's plan, by like 2028, there would be no more billions of people. It would be under 1 billion people. It would be a slave society. It would be microchipped. It would be dumbed down, controlled, and boom, they have the New World Order. They were this close. They only really needed 4 more years, just one 4-year Hillary presidency to put in the New World Order. They were this.
Why couldn't they just wait? Why wouldn't they just wait? Why couldn't they do it during the Biden presidency? Why couldn't they just use the chaos as cover? Be like, okay, well, we can just, fuck off. We're the secret cabal, the Illuminati. I mean, we've been around for thousands of years in secret, except to a bunch of folks who somehow found YouTube and are exposing all of the secrets that we keep and don't care to have them expose, I guess. Question mark. Double question mark.
This close to accomplishing. I mean, they've been attacking us not just financially and also attacking our values, our Christianity, our belief in God, but also chemically. You have GMOs, you have the V word, you have...
Okay. Peter, if you don't want any genetically modified organisms, go ahead and start eating raw carrots. Start foraging for stuff. You're gonna be very hard pressed to find anything that's not genetically modified, and that includes your meat. It's genetically modified to give you the most meat, basically. Alright? Without giving it cancer. Oh my god. I can't stand the anti-GMO. You're eating genetically modified organisms all the fucking time. That's what corn is. Corn is delicious. Corn is absolutely fucking amazing. I loves me some grilled corn. But you know what? It's genetically modified. That corn didn't exist 100 years ago, let alone 2,000 years ago. And you expect me to be like, oh yeah, it's the same exact corn. No, it's not the exact same corn. It's genetically modified. If you drive through my state in shitloads of places, you will see fields owned by different corporations that have different strains of corn that are genetically modified, especially so that they can't breed with other forms of fucking corn around them in order to give away the secrets of better corn. Like, that shit happens all the time. Dude, you are eating everything is genetically modified. That's what you do. All it takes is taking pollen from the stamen to the, I don't know, fucking flower or whatever. I'm not a biologist. If only there were a taxonomical biologist in the chat. Let's see if he shows up. But but it's the exact same thing. If you grow the biggest turnip, you have genetically modified a turnip. Like if you do it over a succession, like, oh, I'm gonna breed the biggest turnip. I'm gonna make sure I move this pollen to this plant to give the biggest turnip. And that's genetic modification, because you're actually putting a human influence into the genetic process. The sexual reproduction. 'Cause yeah, that is sexual reproduction, is it not? Yeah, it is. That would be sexual reproduction. You're helping them fuck.
Have chemicals and cleaning supplies. You have the air they were poisoning with chemtrails. You have the soil they were poisoning. They were poisoning us in every way possible. Even pharmaceuticals, they're poison. Okay, let's just be real here. Do they have real effects that can help and save people? Yes, but the vast majority of them are designed to do more damage than actually heal people. And even supplements, for example, magnesium stearate is a common ingredient put in pills and supplements, vitamins, and actually prevents your body from absorbing vitamins and minerals and all these supplements. So long story short, the supplement supply has been poisoned, the food supply has been poisoned, the water supply, the air, the food, air, everything in the United States has been poisoned. And these are attacks on our country. They're
dude, Peter, the reason all of the things in the United States have been poisoned is because of the people that you vote for, you stupid fuck. Guy, bro, like, you don't have to smoke that much. Get some fresh air. Take your kids for a walk or something, man. But for real, the reason everything is poisoned, because yeah, most things are poisoned. You're gonna live a longer life, sure, but you know what? You're still gonna be poisoned all over the place. That's one, because of crippling, destroyed infrastructure that people are still that Biden is still flaking out of. Give me a goddamn break. For fuck's sake, just pass the goddamn infrastructure bill, you stupid asshole. Where's my $2,000, Joe? I hope it's going to that fucking infrastructure bill that you're gonna pass. Because I guarantee you know what's gonna happen? The infrastructure bill isn't gonna pass, or it's gonna pass and it's just gonna be absolutely just demolished by the fucking Republicans. And there's going to be a huge bridge collapse. And you know what's going to happen? Since the Republicans are way better at marketing, they're going to be like, oh, his infrastructure bill didn't even take care of bridges. He wanted to spend it all on high-speed internet for privileged kids. Like, what? You guys cut it down from $2 trillion to $500 million. Get the fuck out of here. But no, there's too many dumb assholes just like fucking Peter and dumber than him that'll eat that shit up.
Trying to take us down spiritually, physically, mentally, in every way possible, because, especially financially, if they were able to take us down financially on their Hillary Clinton presidency, it would be game over, billions of people dead, and pretty much no chance of the good guys ever coming to save the day. So I see comments in my comment section where they're like, I think you're a nice person, Peter, but as soon as you talk about Trump executing people, I have no sympathy for you and your alien abductions. Well, let me tell you something. If there are people trying to kill 7 billion people...
Okay, I have no sympathy for you and your alien abductions. Okay, that's... When you're losing your audience in that way, Yeah, dude, you really need to reevaluate. Trust me, Peter, your reevaluation should have taken place the moment you turned that fucking camera on. But it didn't, so we're fucking laughing at you. And I hate to laugh at him simply because this dude's brain just works way differently, and it's in a very negative way for both him, for not only him, but his family and the people that in society that actually listen to him and take this shit seriously. Peter, you're a problem, dude. Seriously.
Do you think maybe they might deserve the death penalty if they were brought to a court and the court says, you're helping these cabal kill 7 billion people. I think you deserve the death penalty. Now,
Hey, Peter, I think you're serving this cabal. I think you deserve the death penalty. See ya. Works both ways, dude. Like, this all boils back down to what I've said to all of these assholes that have been like, we're gonna, like, Trump's gonna take over, and we're gonna have a Trump presidency for 1,000 years or whatever the fuck that they want, and nobody is guaranteeing that these people that are saying it are gonna be on top. What makes you think you're gonna be on top, Peter? You could be slaughtered just the same. Like, I might, like, for me, in my opinions, in your world, I would be hunted down and fucking, shot in the dome or, hung on a cross or something like that. How long until it happens to you? Because that's exactly how this kind of line of thinking goes. It just devolves until you can't trust anybody anywhere. This is the 1984 thinking. This is the 1984 that they fucking so fear. You can't trust, and when you can't trust anyone, like, where do you go? Human beings are naturally social animals. So if you can't trust anyone, where do you go? You go fucking insane. And that's where this dude wants to be.
Against death penalty. Actually, I was against it originally. Trump's changed my mind. But actually wrote a book called Cannabis Paradise where I talked about the United States splitting into two different countries, and it was the cabals doing that split it. And I also talked about how the cabal was going to release a biological weapon that would basically they were going to use biological weapons and V and stuff like that to depopulate the earth by
V? Do you mean VX? Because VX, there's a huge difference between a biological weapon and VX, and you don't want to use VX in conjunction with a biological weapon, because the whole point of a biological weapon is to infect a population and deteriorate not only their population but their infrastructure as well. Because if you can't have people working and, like, functioning with each other, then you can't have them actually functioning as a country. Hence what we saw during the pandemic. But if you're going to release a biological warfare agent that's going to do something like that and deteriorate the population, why would you add VX as well? Because VX, all it takes is the head of a pin amount size to kill you. So if you were to release VX onto the population that's already suffering, all you're doing is contaminating the area. That's basically it. Just fucking, like, I don't know, burn it. It doesn't make any sense. They remember when Trump disrespected the Queen? Honestly, as much as I love the Queen, like, do you think I give that much of a fuck about royalty? I'm just saying, when it comes to royals anywhere, I don't care. I don't care about your bloodline. You're a fucking figurehead. Fuck off. That's what I say. But yeah. When it comes to that particular situation, a draft dodger insulting a World War II vehicle mechanic, yeah, Trump can go fuck himself in every way. That's the one England gets from me, I guess. But as far as royalty goes in any other direction, yeah, you can go fuck yourself. I don't care. I don't care like who the fuck you came from. It doesn't matter. Like that's not how it works. You got to do something in your life to actually, kind of matter. And you don't have to do much either. It's true. Sometimes you just have to be there. Sometimes you just have to be there.
Billions of people. I wrote a book about this 10 years ago. So the reason I knew this was going to happen was because the cabal telegraphs their plans, and it's pretty obvious that if they nuke everything, they don't get any resources. So they wanted to eventually attack us all biologically and through through diseases, so that we can die.
Oh, he's saying V's. He was saying V. Now he's saying V's. He's saying vaccines. No, Peter, I got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. You know what it gave me? Fucking chills and body aches for 2 days. And you know what's great? I can walk around without a mask in the grocery store. But guess what I do? I go to the grocery store with a mask because I'm not a fucking asshole. I could still be a carrier. And we could all still have variants. And you know what? I care about other people.
And then they can take all our resources. And they were very, very close. They were very, very close. Trump stepped in, and hallelujah, because it was hard for me to even believe in God until Trump arrived and started saving the day, because it looked like the cabal controlled everything. The whole world was doomed. It was the end of the world. And Trump came in and says, guys, I'm going to save the world for you. And thank God that Trump came along. So what has happened since? The cabal was this close to putting a new world order. They only needed 4 more years. So what happened since Trump became president? I'll tell you what happened. Trump destroyed almost all their plans. Like, their plan to kill billions of people, destroyed. I mean, mostly destroyed. There's still going to be hundreds of millions of...
How would the world economy function if 1 billion people died? Because during the pandemic, 50% of production, 50% of the economy shut down. I mean, talking about the world economy, just about 50% of it shut the fuck down. And we saw the chaos that ensued. So, if 1 billion people were removed from the workforce, because it's not going to be, it's not going to be just young men or just, it's not going to be just women and children, or it's not going to be some perfect diverse mix. It's going to be whoever gets infected and affected. So if you remove those people and they happen to be in one sector, let's say manufacturing is where everything just spread ridiculously. Well, we can't manufacture anything until it's completely sanitized. If nothing's manufactured, then nothing's shipped. Do you see how that breaks down, Peter? You see how you can't just kill 1 billion people right off the bat? It doesn't work that way. If everybody had a microchip vaccine, well, which is what you expect people to have, when the reality is you're just going to be protected against the coronavirus. If you think they're getting a microchip vaccine that can kill them instantly, then yeah, sure. Somebody better have the amount of power to send that signal out to kill 1 billion people selectively at once. Or in sequence or something like that. But 1 billion people dying, when 8 billion people got the vaccine? Like, what? None of this makes sense, Peter. You're killing me, bro. You're killing me, Smalls.
Because of the damage that the cabal is trying to do to populate the Earth. But it's not going to be billions. So when Trump talks about how he's saving so many lives and saving the world, he's not kidding. Trump is saving billions of people. And the people he wants to put through the court to get the death sentence, he's not doing it because he's a horrible, crazy psycho killer like some of the Democrats that watch this thing. He's doing it because they want to kill 7 billion people, over 7 billion people. He's trying to save the world.
Now it's 7 billion people? Or they want to keep 1 billion people? I'm so confused. Because I know he said, I got it. Well, even then, that's even worse, Peter. Peter, if 7 billion people died over a year, over a 1-year span, okay? If 7 billion people died over a 1-year span, what do you think the world would look like? It would smell fucking awful because there would only be 1 billion people left to deal with that fucking mess. And most people would be just in hiding, trying to get the fuck away from whatever killed the 7 billion. Unless they're in the cabal, why would they, then they wouldn't even, then it wouldn't matter. Peter really needs to read The World Without Us. And The World Without Us is basically an introspective into what would happen if human beings just went extinct. And on this kind of scale. Like, human beings went extinct and there were, 0 of us left. The world that would be left behind for 1 billion humans in a world that requires 7 billion to operate would not function. It wouldn't function properly for forever. Because you would have to raise the population. Unless you want everything to deteriorate. In which case, good luck with all of the chemicals and shit that are going to just be exploding out of the fucking ground. Because you don't have engineers to manage the pipelines. Or the storage or anything like that. Jesus. Peter, you don't understand any of the nuance of anything that you're saying right now. You can't get rid of a think about it like this. If your church contains 200 members, all right, you go to church with the same 200 members, and 198 of them just disappear. How functional is that church? It's not. It's basically you and whoever else just having a conversation, essentially. That's where we're at, dude. You can't... you can't expect 7 billion people to just up and die and it to be and things to be okay for for less than or for more than 100 years. Things are gonna go to real shit very, very quickly, especially with you assholes in charge. If that's who's gonna be in charge. Oh man. All right. Microchips will not fit in the vaccine needle size. Damn it, I really wanted a free microchip. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's a good point. Because I'd be down for a free microchip if I could, fuck with people about it. But, like, it won't fit in the needle. It really won't. Like, a microchip, something to track you. Yeah, nowadays, sure, you could do that with something that could fit in a in a needle. It's not going to be a small needle that's giving you a vaccine. But you could do that, sure. If you're going to do it on a like with something that could go in through a vaccine, sure. For every single person on the entire earth, no. We don't have the resources for that. We literally do not have, we don't have the resources, let alone the fucking time for that. How fast do these people think it takes to make a microchip? Like, especially one at like a nano scale. Not just gonna, they're just gonna be created, and all of them are gonna function properly. What happens if 10% of them malfunction? God damn. Dude, think about nanobots. There you go. That's a better conspiracy theory, Peter. Fucking nanobots. At least you could, if 10% of them fail, there's another 90% that are gonna fuck you up. That was the entire day. It's okay. It's okay, Rachel. You get your rest. You do all the good things for the puppies. And so stop channel on hurts. Okay. Alright, we'll go with him for a little bit.
I know Democrats are watching this. Hannah's trolls. They don't really believe me, but that's fine. The Great Awakening is happening. They'll wake up eventually. So Trump became president. He derailed a lot of their plans, especially the plan to kill billions of people. And everything is still going according to plan. But from a worldwide perspective, everything right now is hinging on what happens in the United States. So even though I'm talking about what's going on in the whole earth when it comes to politics, it all comes back to the United States. Because, like I said, the United States falls, we're all doomed. So we are we're the most important country, especially because God is on our side. And Trump has been planning this takedown of the cabal with a lot of people, intelligent people, for decades. You heard me right. At least like 30, 40, 50 years. So it's all going perfectly according to plan so far. He is going to save the world. He's derailed.
Dude, you've been saying Trump is going to save the world for like 6 months. And now you're saying, oh, it's coming in August. What I'm afraid of is a bunch of dipshits thinking like Peter, thinking they can just like storm the Capitol or some shit like that again and reinstate Trump. That's what I'm thinking. There's gonna be like some dumbass insurrection. A bunch of fucking moronic right wingers are gonna go in, try and take over some Capitol buildings, and essentially what's gonna happen is either they're gonna get shot down, or what's gonna happen, or what happened at the Capitol insurrection is gonna happen again. And they're going to be treated like the little babies that they are and just escorted off. Okay, we don't really need to do anything with you guys. Oh, no, it's all right. You guys, we don't need to pepper you with, rubber bullets or tear gas or, beat the fuck out of you for just existing or anything like that. No, we don't need to do that. That's exactly what's going to fucking happen. And it's probably going to fail because again, what's going to happen? They're going to go into these places like they did on January 6th, and they're going to fucking not know what to do. Not going to have a plan. They're going to be looking for leadership. They're not going to understand that people have just left. They knew what the fuck was coming. And they're going to be like, well, what do we do? Well, I didn't think we'd get this far. Herder. Fucking idiots. God is on your side. COD. I love me some COD. I'm hungry. I'm tired today. This is a sunny quote, but I expect no one. I'm tired today. I don't remember that one. Sorry. That's it. That one definitely goes over my head.
A lot of their plans, there will not be a new world order. There's still a little bit more fighting to do, but Trump recently said that he's writing a book about his life, and it's gonna be the mother of all books. I'm sure it is. How Trump's, Team Trump saved the world from a cabal that wanted to kill 7 billion people. That's gonna be a heck of a story book, that's going to turn into a heck of a movie. So where we're at now is the whole world is just waiting to see what happens in the United States. And when Trump comes back, he is going to use all the power of the United States has economically, through the military as well, to defeat the cabal and all their tentacles that are all around the world in different areas. So we're waiting for Trump's return, and it will be a glorious return. It will be amazing. It'll be so exciting. And then he's going to serve a third term as the Republic, because remember, the corporation has ended, so Trump can serve 2 terms for the Republic at this point. And
none of that makes sense. Absolutely none of that has anything to do with the Constitution or how anything functions. Seriously, like, our election laws when it comes to... Oh, hang on one second. When it comes to, like the intricacies of, like, how ballots are produced and stuff like that, sure. Yeah, there's a lot of shit that goes into it. When it comes to, like, who is elected president, it's really, really fucking simple. None of what he is saying can happen. At all. Ever. No. Our election process is the population casts their vote. The Electoral College, collects the votes and votes in favor of whoever for that region. Votes in favor of how do I express it? Votes for the candidate in favor of the population of that region, barring some faithless elector, and then the president is chosen through the Electoral College and not the popular vote. Which, again, if Trump had been, had the elections been, had both the 2016 and 2020 elections been decided by the popular vote, Trump would have lost both times because he is very unpopular. He just sucks. He sucks. He's a shithead. He sucks, and that's why he sucks. Fender Rhodes. What? Peter, I think I'm a little bit done with Peter. I don't know. Be very glad. Be very afraid. Be very glad. Ooh. All right. Okay. It's time. It's time for quartering countdown. I'm probably about to get pretty pissed off. So keep your children in the room so they know what a real man looks like. So I need some votes. I need I need to turn on my air conditioning because I am that's why I'm fidgeting around, because I'm really uncomfortable. So we're gonna go with cast your votes. Number 1 for Bill Maher. Number 2 for refusing to bend the knee, and number 3 for Disney Triggered. Go ahead and cast your votes now. You have 2 minutes. Bill Maher number 1, number 2 refusing to bend the knee, and number 3 Disney Director Triggered. Cast your votes now. I'll put on a little bit of music while I go and fucking unfuck my house. Kill me, seriously. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh no, I didn't mean to open Chrome. I meant to open that. Let's see. We've got a 3, a 2, and a 3. Let me check the votes from before. Make sure. Yeah, we get a 2 and a 3. Looks like it's mostly 3s. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, that's the wrong one. 3 and 3. All right. Yep. Yeah, I think the 3s have it. I think it's, oh, no problem. Slim. Of course. Absolutely, dude. Like, I mean, what else would I put on? Cover Miles Davis. So what? Wait, what? I'd be down for that. It's fucking dope. I did not know that Johnny Cash actually did the cover of Hurt. I thought it was an original song by him that was covered by who was it? Who sang that? I almost said Soundgarden. That's not right. Was it Tool? It was not Tool, was it? One of you guys will fucking correct me. Don't worry, I'm not embarrassed. But I didn't realize that Johnny Cash did the cover to Hurt. 9 Inch Nails, that's who it was. Got it. Anyway, that all being said, I guess what we'll do is we will go into number 3, the Disney director, Triggered. Let's see how triggered he is. Now, for those of you who have not played Quartering Countdown, this is a game. It's fun. It's gonna be a fun game for everyone. Here's the thing. Ooh, excuse me. Here's the rules. So, we're gonna start. The start time is going to be after he does all of his memes and actually gets into the meat of the argument. Okay, we're all gonna kind of decide on that. All right, it might be like 35 seconds in, might be right off the bat. We never know. That's one of the great things about Quartering Countdown. Now, you are going to make a guess on how long it takes me to either get bored or just destroy his arguments to the point that I can no longer continue. And this is based off of his video time, not how long it takes me to do it. So if it takes me 10 minutes to yell at him for some stupid thing that he said, that doesn't count against you. For instance, i.e., we start at the 30-second mark. You say, I think it takes you 2 minutes and 35 seconds to stop. We stop at the 3 minute and 10-second mark, and you're the closest one, you win. That's what happens. Now, if it takes me a half an hour to get to that 3:05 mark, that's fine. You still win. That's the point. Now, that all being said, if you don't understand, I can go over it again. However, cast your votes right now on how long you think on the timestamp it will take me to not want to watch this video anymore. Mind you, this is a 13-minute video. This is a 14-minute video. Be forewarned. Don't worry, I got the whiteboard right here. I got a marker somewhere. Yeah, it's right there, I think. Oh, that's not it. There it is. I got a marker right here. And we're going to cast your votes right now. How long do you think it's going to take me to not want to watch this video anymore? Is essentially what we're going for. 159. Ooh, we got. Oh, what's going on, Bill? I don't know if you were in the chat earlier. I think you were. Bill says 159. Ooh. 159. Make that a real 9. Let's see, we got 2,200. All right. So we might be able to play like one game. So cast your votes now. We got Bill at 159. See, I think that's I can't see who that is. Rachel, awesome. She's a little distorted on my screen. Rachel says can last 245. Rachel says 245. Depends on the memeing at the beginning. Well, the memeing doesn't really count. Memeing doesn't count. That's well, then again, with that Pride one, kind of went on a fucking tangent about that. 47 seconds. Oh, damn. Chris has absolute zero faith in the quartering. Chris Durham, not Chris Davis. Which Chris Davis, I don't know where he went. Says 47. Man, that's a close one. All right, I'm gonna close out voting here in 1 more minute. So cast your votes. Right now we have Bill with minute 59. We got Rachel with 2:45 and Chris with 47 seconds. Man, that's putting a little pressure on me, man. All right, let's try and get a couple more votes. At least 1 or 2 more votes in, so we can have a fair game. An expanded game. Tabs. Let's see. All right. Not gonna lie, I smashed one of those peanut butter cookies that I was talking about last night. I didn't eat the whole thing. It's still sitting on the fucking counter. It's seriously one Little Debbie peanut butter cookie sandwich, 420 calories. 420 calories for one. It's ridiculous. Nobody should ever eat those. All right. Voting's about to end. Voting's gonna end in 10 seconds. Y'all better vote up. I know there's a delay, so I'll keep you guys in mind. Don't worry. Let's see. All right. My phone doesn't want to charge for some reason. Oh, I guarantee it's because it's too hot. Hot boy. Are you too hot? Alright. It's enough stalling. It's enough stalling. Alright, votes are in. So we got Bill with minute 59. We got Rachel with 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And we have Chris with 47 seconds. And the video we're going to be watching for quartering countdown is Disney Director Triggered. Let's see what we got.
To anyone thinking Indiana Jones 5 might be good, just let me point out. 1. Steven Spielberg is not directing. 2.
8 minutes.
Kathleen Kennedy is producing. 3. Harrison Ford is 78 years old. 4. It's written by Jonathan Kasdan, who wrote Solo.
Wait. Thanks, Matt. Keep making the world a better place, crafting on things in the first week of production from your basement. Never seen a script by John. Nothing against him, just reality. Butterworth's and I started from a blank page. 1 and 3. He was just talented and whatever. Okay. I have no idea what the fuck's going on. There you go. Classic. The right cannot meme. The right can't meme. Hence the reason he has to have an arrow in there. Dude, why couldn't you know how to use media, you know how to animate. Couldn't you just like put a name tag on there that says James Mangold, and then have him dance around like that, and like, come on, Jeremy, give me a fucking break. We have not started the timer yet, by the way.
What's going on, everyone?
Okay. So we'll start at the 40-second mark. That sounds pretty fair. 40-second mark is where we're starting out. I'm gonna write that down. We'll start at 40. We're at the 40-second mark. So, the right can't meme because they're left-handed. It's a good one. Yeah, dude, the right cannot meme. They just have no subtlety. They have no timing, no creativity. It's constant. And anytime, like, if you go into anybody's chat that's, like, popular, especially somebody that's, like, transgender or something like that, you'll get all of these right-wing chuds that just shoot out all of this dumb nonsense. And all it is just, like, what are you even talking about? None of this actually, you're not saying anything creative against my position. I'm a human being putting out my position, and all you're doing is just, like, pointing out the fact that, like, I'm trans, or I wear glasses, or, you know, I'm not aesthetically pleasing to you. Like, what do you have? You don't have an argument. Alright, we're starting at the 40-second mark. Good luck, everyone. Chris Durham might beat you out.
Jeremy here from the court. It was a bizarre weekend for Hollywood news.
I'll give it the 45-second mark, simply because I don't fuck his intro and fuck Jeremy.
I know it's been kind of slow. I mean, you saw A Quiet Place come out and be the first post-lockdown movie to break 100 million, from what I can tell, at the box office. But then, if you didn't have this on your bingo card, you might have been forgiven. Indiana Jones 5 director Kathleen Kennedy's lapdog, James Mangold, throws temper tantrum after fan voices concern about his upcoming movie. Like, to put things in perspective, James Mangold has a lot of films I really like under his belt.
Okay.
So, you know, of all the things, other than the fact that Indiana Jones 5 just shouldn't exist.
All right, I can kind of agree with that. Indiana Jones 5 shouldn't exist. Get your goddamn point, dude.
James Mangold.
Why do you seem so fucking frustrated over nothing? Like, literally, you're rubbing your hands through your hair. Earlier, I was doing that literally because I was frustrated about how fucking hot I was. I had to go turn on the air conditioning, and I thought it'd be good having the windows open because it was nice and cool today, but no, fuck me. Why are you doing this, Jeremy? Why are you so frustrated? The guy has some good movies, just don't watch this one.
Gold was not the reason why I was concerned. Indiana Jones 5 director James Mangold threw a temper tantrum. Twitter users and YouTuber Matthew Kadish posted to Twitter his concerns about the upcoming film. Here's what he wrote. To anyone thinking hashtag...
Fuck yeah, Rachel. Rachel wins. Indiana Jones 5 shouldn't exist because it violates elder abuse laws. Yes. Fucking Rachel wins the chat for the night. That's awesome.
Indiana Jones 5 might be good. Let me point this out. 1, Steven Spielberg is not directing. 2, Kathleen Kennedy is producing. 3, Harrison Ford is 78 years old. It's written by Jonathan Kasdan, who wrote Solo.
Solo was okay. Do you know why I actually enjoyed Solo? Do you know why I enjoyed Solo? Because it's fucking entertainment. It's entertainment. It's what it is. Alright? I didn't nitpick the fuck out of it. I just watched it because it was a Star Wars movie and I saw it in theaters. Granted, the person that I was with smelled really bad, but I saw it and it was cool. It was alright. It wasn't something I have to go and shit on. I don't understand this dumb assholes fucking affinity for just shitting on all kinds of fucking media just because you don't like it. You haven't even seen it. Indiana Jones sucks. It's probably gonna like Indiana Jones was good, kind of, in the 90s when it came out, or the 80s, or whenever the fuck it came out. That's when it was good. Now it's nostalgic, and they're trying to fucking pump money into that, you know, into Harrison Ford's crippling heart to make him do another Indiana Jones movie. And you're pissed off about it. Oh well, shit happens. Guess Hollywood's fucking corrupted shit again, Jeremy. What's next? Where are we at? Minute 57. We started at what? The 45 second mark, right? Wow. 45 second. That's not even a minute. Ooh, damn. 50. Oh man. Damn, dude. Is that the that's close. That's close as shit. Let's see. 45, that's 40 seconds. Yeah, dude. That's within like 20 seconds. I don't know. I'm pretty pissed off. We'll see. I don't know how much more I can say about this. He made a 13-minute video about this dumb shit. What else can we say? Let's go on. Chris, you're close, but I think you might have missed the mark. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, I won the chat. You all owe me your money. Like Colors Lando. Is there a 112? What? 112? Somebody? No. There's a 159, 245, 47, and 8 minutes. Somebody put 112? Let me know. Because I did not see a 112. And Rachel, if you're trying to sneak in, no.
Pretty reasonable reasons to not view the likelihood of success as a...
Why don't you go with like pretty good reasons, or pretty solid reasons not to, or pretty valid reasons? Reasonable reasons? Don't you do this for a living, Jeremy?
Possible thing here. What's interesting about it is this is not like a tweet that went viral. It had 1.2 thousand likes, while, you know, above average for sure. That's not that big of a deal. And he didn't tag Mangold in it either. So his response seemed even more bizarre. And then he got like personally offended. I don't really know any other way to describe it. It was really weird. Mangold then responds directly, and
this is like walking into a conversation at the bar, like right after you got a drink and you went onto the patio, and you just walk into a group of people that you know, like a very small group, but all of a sudden you get stuck talking to the dude that's just, it's 8 o'clock and he's already had a few too many. That's exactly what this shit feels like. You can't just leave because he'll have no one else to talk to, and you kind of have to listen because where else are you gonna go? All your friends left. Fuck them, because they left you with this asshole. That's kind of how this feels, dude. 157. Yeah. Bill has 159. Oh man, maybe I'm just getting a little bit more immune to this Jeremy thing, but you know what? I'll what are we at? Oh my god, I don't know how much farther. We're gonna go a little bit farther. We're at least gonna hit the limit.
Insults Kadish. He wrote 1. Thanks, Matt. Keep making the world a better place. Crapping on things in the first week of production.
You literally had that in your intro. If you're gonna put in your intro, and you know most people are just gonna skip over that, cut out the intro, and you'll cut your video down to 12 minutes. Okay? Too fucking easy. Why am I correcting you on this? You just went over this. I said this I said this about Caitlin Bennett. Don't put your fucking teaser. Your teaser should not be the first scene in your video. What the hell sense does that make? I want to get to the teaser. I want to get into the video. I want to get to the meat of the argument. Why would you put everything up front? This doesn't make any fucking sense. God damn, you already talked about this,
from
you
your
stupid
basement.
asshole.
2, never seen a script by John. Nothing against him, just reality. Buttersworth and I started from a blank page. 3, 1 through 3 are hugely talented and all at my side. Mangold wouldn't stop there. He would continue to insult and deride Kadish and his podcast team, The Salty Nerd. The Salty Nerd would tweet, "We don't have basements, but we do have a sweet studio with a Batman statue." To which Mangold would then reply, "This is so crazy to me. This is how pathetic Hollywood is." I mean...
Oh, let me know. Let me know how fucking pathetic Hollywood is. Alright. So, Rachel, I think you won. I think you won this round. But I think we can do a second round in this one video. I might be a little bit immune, and it's long enough that I think I can go down. Yeah, Rachel, you definitely won for this round. So let's do a second round of quartering countdown in the same video. Dude, it's 3 minutes and 32 seconds in to this video, and we're about to do a second fucking round. That's awesome. That's what I need your guys' help with. Let's do a second round and let me take this motherfucker down just one more time, just a little bit more. So, we're at the 3 minute and 32 second mark. At what point? What is the timestamp at which I am going to give up? All right, give your timestamp. I'm not talking about the amount of time. I'm talking about the timestamp. We're at the 3 minute and 32 second mark. You have and the end time is 13 minutes and 56 seconds. So between the 3 minute and 32 second mark and the 13 minute and 56 second mark, go ahead and let me know when you think, what timestamp do you think I'm going to give up on this motherfucker. Fuck yeah. Yeah, Rachel, you definitely beasted that round. And while convince me you gave me 8 minutes, honestly, it's a little far off, and I think it's better that we play a second round and call it one. You want to vote for this one? Why not? Go ahead and vote. We need votes. Everybody vote. It's okay. It's just a game. You didn't actually win it. 646? All right. Let me see. Ooh, I don't even have you up. Stew. 646. Yeah, 646. Oh, you're giving me a whole 3 goddamn minutes. Let's see. Do. So yeah, when it comes to the reptile rustle up, it's something I do want to do. I want to continue I want to actually make recipes for you guys and be able to actually like cook on stream or something like that. But I just have to have 1, the right lighting, and 2, the right camera. So, yeah, basically camera. All right, just God damn it, Rachel, I'll give you a present if you. I'll give you a present if you give me a guess. So let's see. Stu said 646. Let me get that 646. Do. Rachel, I'll put one in there. 1106. Ooh, Chris is 1106. I don't know why I put that up there. 1106. All right. The longer you guys wait to vote, the more likely Chris Durham is actually to win. It's 100% true because energy levels deteriorating. We gotta go. I gotta get some carrion in me. I mean, some human food in me. Rachel says 9:50. All right. Voting is open for one more minute. One more minute. Put it of course again. So D minor 9. Don't D any minors, dude. Finally, I'm getting my fishing present. Yes, you are. You're going to get your present. Just don't tell your boss, because they may make you go through some extra training. I was gonna say 1066 and honor some historical date, but that's not a valid time. Absolutely it is. Oh well, it isn't. It actually isn't. You're right. I was gonna put that's it. I was thinking 1056. It's like, oh sure, but it's not. But 1106. Yeah, it is. Yes. You see, valid time. Perfect. On the whiteboard. And we are at, we got 15 more seconds. You guys vote. Ready to go? Convince me. I'll put you at, I'll put you at 8. I'll just give you an 8. Just to let you in the game, because I know you're driving. So, you're at the 8-minute mark. It pulled out of my bunghole just in time for my birthday. Aww. Everybody wish Rachel a happy birthday. When is your birthday? It's very soon, isn't it? You said it was within a week, like a week ago. So everybody wish April a happy birthday. 1106. Yeah, 1106 is when. Which is what you went with. Yes. What? Oh, yeah, if it's on the whiteboard, it's official. Absolutely. I mean, if it goes on the whiteboard, I mean, that's definitely for scheduling. But the whiteboard, you can't escape that. We're getting into territory that's just going to... If you're not at this level of the whiteboard, you're just really not going to understand. I'm sorry. It's one of those things. You know, it's like owning a yacht. Just gotta own one. You dig? All right. So we have before we begin, I'm gonna read off the times one more time. We have Bill didn't give a response. You know what? Since I'll put Bill at the 6-minute mark. There we go. This Friday, happy birthday to Rachel. This Friday for Friday Night Freaks. I hope you be there. Hope I'll be there. Happy elated or belated birthday. Hopefully it's elated and not belated. All right, Bill. I put you down for 6 minutes. Rachel has 9:50. Chris has 11:06. Convince me. I put down for 8. And Stu has 6 minutes and 46 seconds. These are the. It's the 18th, and I'm turning 24. Congratulations! You can almost rent a car. So these are the timestamps. These are the timestamps that we need to focus on. Again, those are 6 minutes, 9 minutes and 50 seconds, 11 minutes and 6 seconds, 8 minutes and 6 minutes and 46 seconds. How long is it going to take me to give up on this stupid asshole? What were we talking about? Star Wars?
Is this dude... First of all, James Mangold was never even... he was never even mentioned in the tweet. He was never tagged.
I'm like 6 beers deep, and I can actually speak extemporaneously. Yeah, I've been like stumbling, but at the same time, I'm also speaking a lot and projecting, and I stumble over my words due to the content of my mouth, like the physical content of my mouth. I'm not this shit-faced, okay? This dude is hammered, and he does this for a living.
In the tweet, he had to have been trolling Twitter looking for this. Mangold replies, "Yeah, that's a sweet studio. Congrats on the Batman statue and the jar of corks. So how about you let me finish my film and then complain all you want about it in front of your vinyl bricks lit by your fancy bounce light, and then maybe don't call opinion news." Jeez. Like, that has a significant amount of venom. I mean, like, serious.
Yeah, it's telling you to fuck off. Because, hey, just because your opinion exists out there doesn't mean it's news. This is the whole reason why Jeremy thinks his opinion is valid. It really, like, yeah, it's valid, but you know what? It sucks. Because it's informed by people like Tucker Carlson, who get information, form a very fucking shitty opinion about it, and then you have other people like the Fox and Friends who take that opinion and then report it as news, and then Jeremy takes that and interprets it as whatever the fuck is spewing out of his goddamn mouth right now. That's about it. That's where we're at. That's why he's so fucking pissed off. I would be pissed off too. Would I respond like this? No, I'd just laugh in their fucking face. If I were this high on the tier, I wouldn't bother with them. Just, you know what I would do? I would send them this GIF. That's it. Have you ever been to the fucking Middle East and you piss somebody off and they do this shit? Yeah, you really piss somebody the fuck off because they dismissed you. You're fuck off. I don't need you. I don't fucking need you anymore. That's exactly what I would do with. That's exactly what I would do with the people that would shit on me simply because they haven't seen the material that I've produced. Like, if I produce consistently shitting material, like Neil Breen. I mean, Neil Breen is even like good material because it's so bad it's good. But if I was producing constantly shitty material like fucking Jeremy, then yeah, you have a right to tell me to go fuck myself. Where I'm like, I'm gonna embark on this art project. Yeah, it's probably gonna be shit. Hence the reason, who has seen, raise your hand if you've seen Run, Hide, Fight. Anybody want to raise their hand? Nope. No, because nobody wants to see it. Because nobody, for some people, just shouldn't do certain things. Okay? It's shit. That movie is horrible. 25. Oh, okay. I'll read that in a second. But like,
sorry,
lost my train of thought.
Before Mangold described Kadish as a click.
Really pissed off at Ben Shapiro, but he does the same thing. He just created this movie to suck his own dick. That's it. There's no substance to anything here. And yeah, I can criticize that. You know,
Bader and a Nightcrawler. He wrote in response to a Twitter user encouraging him. Thanks, Alex. I don't mind people griping and prognosticating, but on my watch, false info, ageism, and snark from so-called journalists is going to be confronted directly and forcefully. IMO, these clickbaiters like to dish it out. But
Why wouldn't you actually read that shit out? In my opinion. Right? Do I say that? IMO? I feel like I say IMO or in my opinion. I feel like I correct myself when I say that. Instead of, unless I'm like, LOL, lol. But I would say BRB. That means a fucking BRB.
But like night crawlers can't stand by the light. There is so much to unpack here. Okay, first of all, what a moron. James, like,
Very
dude,
eloquent.
the projects that you've been attached to in the past, I've liked a lot of them. Okay, but
come on,
this is such a bad look. You have to understand that you no longer have really the ability to do this stuff. Maybe use a sock account. What this is going to do,
Jeremy, I was watching the timestamp. It took you about 14 fucking seconds to actually start forming the idea that you're trying to argue towards this point. You have nothing. The dude's in the right.
I guarantee you my video isn't the first. By the way, if you're watching this,
you know, he's not in the right in actually lashing out. Just fuck off. Okay, I'm going to create my art the way I want to create my art. And if you want to be, you know, Jeremy in the basement, hey Jeremy, why are your headphones off? I know it's not because you can't listen or you're not listening to anything. It's because you're too hot. Do you know why you're too hot? It's not because of your lights. It's because you had a few too many. Been there, done that.
Video.
Trust me, bro. I know.
And you
the
haven't
feeling.
left a like on it, please do. And there's a red subscribe button down
You're
below the video.
one-eyeing it, dude.
Please.
Jeremy is fucking shithoused. Okay, I know this from fucking experience, dude. You're moving all around. You're trying to like get your motor functions back, and that's why you're trying to focus too. That's why he keeps doing this. He keeps like one-eyeing it to try and focus. His headphones are off of his head because it's hot. It gets hot under here. Like, no shit. When I turned my camera off earlier, I literally took off my hat and my headphones simply to cool myself off. Jeremy. Bro. This is the reason your wife and kids fucking hate you. Chill out with it, bro.
Please do consider clicking that. Could definitely use your support. You know, I'm just a night crawler in my basement, so your support means an absolute ton to me. You can't do this, dude. Like, this is going to spawn hundreds of thousands of views. Not just my video. My video might get 75,000 views. But everybody else in the fandom.
You're a little far off there, bud. I mean, let's see. Well, this was published today. You got a ways to go.
Menace probably is or has or is going to make videos on this. And you're going to get hundreds of thousands of people generating bad press for a movie that already has bad press.
Okay, cool.
I understand.
Guess what's going to happen? Jeremy, you're going to go see that. You're going to go see that movie, and then you're going to come out and bitch about it. And you know what this guy's going to do? Go home and fuck your wife in his $1 million mansion while your kids eat pizza in the other room. That's what's going to happen. You fucking idiot.
Understand?
You're not arguing against anything. Jeremy, you're
wanting to defend yourself. And I have even in the past, you know, defended being
Nightcrawler is actually one of my favorite movies. I love it. It's really kind of drawn out, but you know what? I love that movie.
Being able to punch down, because ultimately the idea that, you know, a lot of times somebody will say something crummy to me on Twitter. People say like, "Oh, just ignore it." Look, I don't, and I understand.
Yeah, we know you don't, because you're always bitching about it because you're perpetually online. One of the great things about the people that I actually like listen to, that I follow, is that they're not perpetually online. And by that, I mean, someone like David Pakman puts out a show every single day, and he has clips every single day and full shows every single fucking day, and something like that. That's not what I'm talking about. Perpetually Online is Jeremy. He does this same thing with the same schedule, except he talks about nothing but bullshit. There's no there, Jeremy. There's nothing to this. All you're doing is, is crying about the fact that you don't like the director of a movie that's going to be a multi-million-dollar flop, basically. Dude, how have you not grasped the music or the movie industry in the last 40 or in the last 20 fucking years? Seriously. In the last 5 years, it's completely gone to shit. Yeah, there's barely there's barely any like original story. It's all about franchises and shit. That's all it's about. That's what they're doing. They're making money. It's almost like they're capitalists, capitalizing on the fucking market that they involve themselves in. Holy shit, Jeremy, don't you love this? Isn't this something you should be focused on? Shouldn't you be applauding them? They're actually doing what you want them to do. The market says, we want woke-ass Star Wars. Guess what they're getting? Woke-ass Star Wars. Why do you have a fucking problem with that? You should be... The market's working itself out. Yeah, it's great. No, you're a butthurt little bitch. That's all you are. Because you can't fucking handle even the slightest, deviance from your goddamn childhood. Holy shit, dude. Like, yeah, as much as I want to... You know what happens to me when I want to play original Pokemon... And I don't want to have to deal with the other 700,000 other fucking Pokemon that have been created since it first came out and I was watching on TV. You know what I do? I just play Pokemon on a retro Game Boy. That's it. I get a Game Boy Advance. I got some Pokemon. That's it. That's what I do. Because you know why? I'm a fucking grown-ass man. I can do that. I can look back on my nostalgia and actually, like, look into it and be like, oh, yeah, that's fucking great. But there's actually might be some problematic fucking elements to it. So maybe we need to be a little bit introspective. And when things change about Pokemon, like, there's a million different, or 700,000 different little fucking characters now. You know what I do? I adapt with the times. I improvise, I adapt, and I overcome. Because I'm a human being and an adult. I don't think you've ever grasped those two concepts, nor have you bound them together in such a way that allows you to function, like, really properly. Yeah, you have a wife and kids. Yeah, you have a house. Yeah, you have a job. But are you a functional adult? Are you a real adult? I don't know, Jeremy. I don't know. I question that all the time. Anytime you come onto my screen, I question it. Because you don't even have the guise of putting your shit together. It's not even... I'm watching you... I feel like I'm watching an Alzheimer's patient put together a jigsaw puzzle. Okay? A lot of the pieces don't fit. It doesn't make sense. You're not doing what you really need to do. And your family ain't around to fucking help. Because they just don't care. And that's the fucking saddest part about it. Damn, son. I don't know. Done. Can't do any more Jeremy. So, I stopped at the 6 minute and 30 minute mark. 6 minute and 30 second mark. Pretty is gonna make a fun at school for having Jeremy as. Oh my god, those poor kids. Honestly, like, I'm glad I don't have kids. And when I think of someone like Dragnot, for any of those that know Dragnot has kids, or has a kid, I think, and does streams all the time. But like, those are two separate things, and that's what I like to keep is separate. But that's a very thin wall. It's a very paper thin wall, and when you expose people to it for just a second, they will break through and they will take advantage of every little thing that they have. And what's worse is when you're a public figure, people will, yes, and especially on the internet, yeah, people will poke fun at you and call you shit. Like, if I saw Jeremy eating at a cafe and he wasn't with his kids, if he was not with his kids, I'd be like, hey, Jeremy, aren't you just a giant piece of shit, you fucking neo-Nazi fucking fascist piece of ass? Suck my fucking asshole. Something like that. But that would be a very, very rare instance. It's a 0.001% in the entire universe existing kind of thing. But I wouldn't do that in front of his kids because I'm not a fucking asshole. Only 16 seconds out. You know what? Well, the next closest one was Bill with who I gave 6 minutes to. So yeah, you actually won. The winner of the round 2 for quartering countdown is Stu. Awesome, Stu with within 15 seconds too, or 16 almost. So R1 equals Ratch, and R2 equals Stu. Everybody give a round of applause to Stu and Rachel for winning quartering countdown. You guys did a really good job. You gauged me fairly well. I didn't think I was gonna last that long. I figured I would, kind of go through them a little bit quicker. But yeah, you proved me wrong, and I really appreciate the training. Yeah, just got to fucking get that muscles. Yeah. All right. That Kim Iverson. Oh no, I don't want to watch Kim Iverson. All right. So, unfortunately, it has been 3 hours and 15 minutes, and I really do apologize for leaving a bunch. I know I didn't really in succession, but I unfortunately had to. But yeah, everybody go ahead and give your love and appreciation to Rachel. Tell conspiracies to drive safely, and conspiracies, don't look at your phone. Just drive safely. We all appreciate you. And if you're not already in the Discord, go ahead and hit that Discord button and check out everybody that's in there. It's a really good community. We're all about just being, inclusive. Just don't be a dick, If you're gonna attack people, yeah, we're gonna say something about it. But if you're like, hey man, I kind of like dick, but I don't know what to do, we're gonna be like, oh, that's cool. Fucking like some dick. We don't give a shit. I don't fucking hey. Next stream is the other day, or is this day, and we'll talk about liking dick. We'll make it a whole stream about liking dick, just for you, or some shit like that. But yeah, all that being said, I really appreciate everybody that came by. Thank you all for supporting the stream. Thank you all for giving your likes. I hope everybody gave. Don't leave without giving a like. Don't leave it. Don't do it. Don't. I'm watching you. Especially Rachel. I'm watching Rachel. You won't get your present if you don't do a like. all that being said, thank you all. I really do truly appreciate everybody that came by. And I will see you on the next stream, whether it be a weekday rando, it's probably going to happen, or on Friday Night Freaks. Whatever might happen, we will have it happen. I want you all to go ahead and enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you very much.
Horizon!